All right, everybody all right? Had to consult with my enemy. Feel better. Sometimes you got to let people know you hate them. It helped me out. It might not help them. Excuse me. How many of y'all get, excuse me, burdened down? Talking to my enemy choked me up. How many of y'all, you get a lot of stuff going on, you need to get stuff released off of you? Need to press out. Find somebody you hate and tell them you hate them. And you can't find nobody? Everybody, how many of y'all need to get some stuff out right now? All right, repeat that to me. Jaheed. 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 We hate you. Give ourselves a hand clap. Feeling better. All right, get that frustration out. I don't need to try to hold it in. Let him wear it. Let him sit around and worry about it. Ain't that right? Let him go gray-headed while we relax and stay young. Everybody all right? Everybody alive? Well, that's the only thing you can do. Try to be alive as long as you can. Where you might tell, give me a chapstick. I asked for 2 of them. I was talking about my own, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to let brotherly love continue. If you keep your chapstick, let me get mine, ain't that right? Yeah, where your mammy? Mammy! Let your mammy know too for me. She ain't giving that. She don't crack. Sometimes you hate to tell a kid about their mom on crack, but somebody got to tell them. Isn't that right? Never. You put it in my hand. No, never happened. You walked out of there 2 times and never did. You said, oh, I'm supposed to be doing something. Never happened. Yeah, get it, crackhead. Yeah. With loving kindness have I drawn thee. I always remember that. Gotta know how to talk to a woman. Isn't that right? They want to be talked to and know they love. Herb, you crackhead! Isn't that right? Appreciation. I know what you're doing. Practice to do the abominable snowman the way you're walking. Man, wrapped up, walking like this. Huh? What you got going on? Either that or blue balls. I don't know what's going on. See a man walking like this. Either practice to be the snowman or blue ball. Which one is it? Snowman? That's what I'm saying. That right. You ain't got no choice. Got to pick the right one quick. Any questions? Anybody got anything they want to learn? Why you causing trouble in my class?
He was asking me why is
Why what?
wearing lime green pants. I said they're more key.
What he got on? He on some lime green pants.
More like M&M green.
M&M green? For real? Where he at? Lime green. He do that old stuff for attention, don't he? Where he at? Huh? Huh? Come here so we can laugh and piss on ourselves at the same time. Oh my goodness. I thought that joker had on half of the jacket. Listen. Hold on, come on. Stop right there, Kasha. Stop right there, Kasha. Stop right there. Stop right there, just for a second. Never, just turn around, back toward me. Just stay right there 1 second. Come here. Come on. Won't you, come on, no, stay right there. You stay right there. Come on closer. Now, y'all can either get him that shirt or you get him no pants. Y'all good. So what was going on today? You just felt like limited lines? You didn't want to wear them? Sometimes I got stuff I have for a while. I don't want to wear it. I just look at it. I was in my class, I'm going to throw this stuff. Got it. I said, man, I'm going to throw this stuff. I ain't wore it. I said, I might need it one day. I put it back. I can't wear. I said, but I might need it. I just said, I'm going to get rid of this stuff. I said, you know what? Forget them. I said, I'm going to throw it. I said, I might need it one day. So I done that. I throw it somewhere and realized I said, damn, I throw it away. Because you'll be thinking, yeah, I'm sure I throw them away though. That's right. You know he remind me of? Woman, where is my super suit? Don't like that guy. Yo, that was froze on. I need my super suit. Don't remind you of froze on. Hold on. It didn't freeze him. Give him a cup of water to do it. I don't hear anything. Round around my neck. Can y'all hear around? I'm trying to lock it down. That better? This is a tech. Can you hear it? Brandon, can you hear it? I know. See, I told y'all. That's what y'all hear that? Is it real loud? You can hear it though, can't you? I try to tell you, man, you get ill like that, don't nothing be about that, get by that joking. Ain't that right? You've been good friend with Dumbo the elephant, wasn't it? No, y'all ain't gotta laugh. Save it for later on when you get older. Everybody got something they want to learn, they ain't never know they want to learn how to do it. It's not too late. Some of this stuff I can teach you for $20. Rod ain't that you never want to know, never want to learn. Oh no, I can't. If you can't say it on live streaming, I can't teach it off live streaming. Just for the record, whatever it is, I can't teach it off live streaming. Ain't that right? I don't even want to try to teach it. I mean, so I can't say on that. Well, I can't teach it. Anybody got something? Hey, is there anything you all want to learn? You ain't got no time. How much time you got, fella? That's some people know. Sarah, is something you want to learn? What you think about? Hold on. This ain't nothing you and Riley, is it? Okay, I'm just making sure now. This a family show. What you want? What is it? Learn how to do what? That's easy. You see a nigga coughing and sneezing, that nigga got COVID, so go sit over there. And that's easy. You look at folks, you can tell what they got. Ain't that right? You can pick out crackhead, drunk, all that stuff. I hit with all that. Raise something you want to know how to do. What was it you want to learn how to do, Ray? That you never got a chance, Ray, you want to know? It's coming to him. The day to day, you can get it for $20 plus taxes. Depending on what it costs. Sometimes $20, I'm trying to make a buck, but if it's drawn out, then I get the time I have to get you with the taxes and fees. You know what I'm saying? And all the little government entity taxes. And it coming about $400. So make sure what you want to know, it makes sense to learn it for $20. Now, what is it you always want to know in your life for $20? Taxes, who? Tie a juicer. I can do that. Get one of them Jack Luke James juicer and get a rope and tie it up, tie juicer. I can do that for $20. Bring my $20 first, we'll do it. And I don't want no nigga to back out the last minute when I teach you how to tie that juice. That's what, listen, all this stuff that I can teach you require you to pay up front. Cause I know niggas start playing that stuff later, talking about they lost their wallet. Please have the $20 first. Any of y'all kids got anything y'all want to learn? So what you want to learn how to do? How to draw? Where your $20 at? Huh? Yep. There go your drawing class right there with it. Yeah, right. But I can teach you how to draw though. Do you think you can get a loan? Do you have a piggy bank? Do you have a pig? I'm trying to work with you. Come with something. You can't be asking for all this talent and you ain't got nothing. What you got? What about them glasses? You gonna wear them shoes? What you got? You gotta have something. Do you know how to steal? Yeah, he know how to steal. He don't answer. All of them know. He know how to steal, don't he? Yeah. Anybody? There go one. Micaiah, don't forget, it's only $20 now. What you trying to learn for $20? What is that? Do what with property? Distributed property with negative numbers. Use it in a sentence. Danny, what you teaching your house, Danny? Danny, what you got going in your house when you're a kid with nobody distributing property with negative numbers? I don't know. Ask something that you talking about for $20. Give me something I gotta read and look up. Where you learning that somewhere? On Monday. Yeah, Monday. Where did Monday go to school? Ask your teacher that. They pay she got a yearly salary. This is like right before I preach, $20 cash. And I can teach you today and you can learn how to use this and use it for the rest of your life. What you want to know you can use for the rest of your life? For $20 is all you're paying. Cash. Up front. No payments. Choose wisely. Now, what else you want to learn? $20. Remember how much you paying? What else? How to play guitar. I can do that too. I play guitar too. Y'all know I play guitar? Yeah, I did some of everything. Yeah, I did some of it. Huh? Yeah, I done play guitar. So ain't too much I can't do. You got your $20? Cash? You got it with you right now? Where is that? Bring your piggy bank and I'm going to teach you. I want you to meet me out there on the side of the building. You don't get jacked. When they going to meet you on the side of the building and give you something, just for record, after you do it with me, you'll be a much smarter man. Isn't that right? Don't meet nobody else on the side of the building with $20. Isn't that right? So I'm trying to help y'all out. Y'all can use this stuff to help save your life later on. Anybody else got something they want to learn? Don't try to come to me later now. Okay, let's what you want to learn, sweetie. How to do what? Ride a what? Oh, ride a skateboard? I can do that. I should be pretty good. Right now to ride a skateboard? I can tell you because you looked out like she could have asked me. I was pretty good. You know how to do a 360? See, that it only goes so far. I know it only went so far. I know that. See, I was 360, 180. I could walk with it. You know what I'm saying? Walk with it. Walk with it. How many of y'all? A lot of y'all know how many of y'all know how to ride a skateboard? Hold on, let me get it straight. Bryce, when you rode a skateboard? You didn't raise your hand saying you didn't.
You wouldn't let us. I was about to.
No. I said that. When I seen y'all play baseball, I knew then. Don't let them kids ride no skateboard. It's gonna go downhill from here. Now a lot of that stuff, dang, I'm telling you something though. See, I wasn't a parent, I ain't letting them do a whole lot of stuff. They had to go get them a helmet to ride bike and all that stuff. We came along, we ain't had no helmet, wasn't no helmet. You got on the bike, you fall, you hit your head, you learn next time, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We came to hard, we had to fall. I came up with metal skates. You wore the shoes and you strap it across there and you tied that little rubber thing. I'm talking about, man, you feel all the vibration coming through your foot, you shaking, teeth chattering coming down them, because you're on that pavement with all them little rocks in there. We ain't had that blacktop. We had that street with all them little rocks in it. So you felt all that coming down the hill, skateboard and all that stuff. But you seen them coming on, you said, these kids weren't mad at the same thing. They bump up against the wind, they'll break something. So you like, a lot of stuff you just said, no, I ain't gonna let y'all do it. Don't even worry about it. You know, I managed to do all the stuff I did and ain't never break now. You just see your kid break something. That's heartbreaking. You got your kid, the kid done broke something, you sitting there and you got like, oh, goody, your kid hurt. So there's a lot of stuff you just said no. When you're a parent, you just said no, you ain't doing it. How many of y'all like that? Safety first. Plus, I ain't got time to sit down no great hospitals. Because them folk got a million questions. And you answer the wrong question, there's some people finna come in that room with some notebooks and stuff. They don't want to come to your house every week. So like, think about that, say, no, I don't go. All you gotta do, the wrong word come out. That's it. They'll be coming to see you every week. You'll be down there taking all kind of special classes and stuff. Ain't that right? Putting all them little knee pads and stuff on your kid when they go to the bathroom. No, I wasn't interested. So I'll let my kid do a little safe stuff. You can play in the grass. And don't let them play too long. They get bit by it. Come on in the house. You just let them play right there in the yard. Come on back in the house. So we would let you can go in the house. You had to worry about it. You can leave your kids outside playing. Now, your kid outside playing, they're going to tap something. Come on back in the house. They might have, I let them went outside, I leave the door open and I sat right there in the door where I could look. I had to be right there where I could sit and look, see what's going on. We were going on, they did outside. Yeah, man, they in the house, they gonna get it. You know what to do. They tell you how far you can go, that's where you go. And like him said, that's where you best be at. But now you can't do that now. Kid, y'all ain't mad at the same stuff. I know y'all feel like, I'm just as strong as my dad, No, you're not. Man, that little fake burger stuff they gave y'all bones will break just looking at them. It's just not, y'all had a book sense. Y'all don't have the common sense we had. So this stuff, we were more responsible, like walking to school. Y'all can't walk to school till y'all get like 37. No. So I would come along, I'm telling you, man, I walking to school, I was 5 years old, walk to school. 5 years old, walk to school. I'm talking about turning corners. I ain't talking about cross the street to the school. I ain't talking about the school on the same street. I'm talking about go off the street, hang a right, hang a left, go down, hang another right, hang another left, hang another right, walk straight down to the school, Kirkwood Elementary. That's how I do it. See, you had to know how to do that stuff. They show you something, you had to pick it up 1, 2 times. Them folks not gonna keep playing with you doing that no whole week. My mom and dad, they walk me to school one time. That's it. One time, pay attention. They walk you one time, I know how to walk to school. One time, y'all, these kids in here, listen, they can read books, they can count. I wouldn't trust them to walk nowhere by themselves. No. They don't know how to do no. Take them to the house and let them stand up by themselves? No. They tell you, don't do them and cut the TV on sound and watch it. Don't cut no stove on, don't mess with nothing. Just sit down, don't touch nothing. That they tell phone ring, don't answer it. It can be them. Don't answer it. It's a trick. Pick that phone up at them. They're gonna kill you when they get home. Be like, I could have been a stranger, but you're not a stranger. I'm gonna kill you. Now you're arguing with a stranger. You're like, you can't win. You're like, don't answer. If the house burn up, you get instructions. Stay in the house. They want you burnt crispy in the house. Jump out on your own, that's not what I told you. I told you to stay in the house. Man, they gave you orders, that's what they meant. Your dad tell you I stay in the house, what that meant? If something happened, leave? What that meant, Uncle Ted? Stay in the house. Burn up. They come there, you burnt up like a charcoal. You be like, I obeyed. And then you just, that's it. See, stuff like that now, kid, it ain't pushed upon them. It ain't pressed upon y'all now how important it is. Simple stuff like following directions. First time you hear it, catching on to it and getting it. That's going to be a key success for y'all later in life. You might not think it is. Paying attention. Keep talking to you the same thing, being redundant about stuff. Keep telling the same thing over and over, same thing like that. You'd have never made it. Y'all have never made it. They tell you something, they want you to catch on. Not that we weren't stupid now, but it's just certain things they tell you. You have to pay attention and you have to get it or there will be severe consequences on your life. So they really pushed us to catch it. Then you got to listen to them. They got married. They were like with us. Like now, against y'all guys, we were superior as far as we were more advanced as far as we were able to do common sense things. They had more responsibility. But then you figure when our parents come on, people getting married, their mamas and dad were getting married at 13 and 14. I couldn't imagine no 13, 14-year-old getting married. You talking about could cook, knew how to take care of house. I mean, 14, he can get married. That's all day. He knew how to work. He knew about how to take care of the outside, and she knew how to take care of the inside. Because she would have been reared up, taking care of her younger sibling. They taught, you learn how to cook early. All that playing around with no dog. You got a little sister, little brother you need to be playing with. Go in there and get them, take care of that. You get your time to play. It's time to eat. It's time to get stuff done. You got to teach them how to wash clothes, teach them how to clean up. Like now, y'all let them sit around there and play way too long. Like a lot of y'all need to know how to, y'all shoot, man, y'all got to know how to cook Sunday dinner, breakfast, snack, know how to thaw food out. How many of y'all know how to thaw out food? So they got the man raise their hand, one of them. You know how to thaw out any meat, know how to thaw it out? You know how to, thaw out meat if it's frozen. What you do? Yeah, she's smart. Never warm water. Warm water start cooking. You start out good, all right, cold water. You put in some hot water, you'll mess that meat up. That meat will start turning too fast. But yeah, cold water, she got some sense on that. You know, like a lot of them now, you got to start teaching them early how to thaw out meat, because you know, I mean, anything can happen. Even with y'all are cool, you can get down and get sick. Somehow, you got to start training them early now. We can't afford now to just keep letting them playing. Life, everything coming quick now. We living in a situation, time now, we never seen it before. We never seen it. We thought COVID was the worst thing. The worst thing now, looking at how many of our people finna be homeless. How many of our people finna be jobless. I mean, every time when something happens, we always get the worst effects of it. And we still hadn't came up with a conclusive plan that makes sense for our people to say, this is what we need to do. And I continue to be a proponent for complete separation. Complete separation. I don't want partial, I want complete separation to where we can work. We can, when I say a separation, I'm not talking about now us leaving, going nowhere. I'm talking about being able to be here among them, but having rights that favor us. When I'm talking about separation, I want to see court systems that favor us, that favor us, who understand our kids. I don't need no judge up here, no old white man who about to die, who hate niggas, who's going to send a 3-year-old to prison for the rest of their life. So we got a lot of time, but see, they don't make these judgment calls when it come to white kids. You see when that little white boy had the shooting in Wisconsin, that judge was so pitiful for that man. Look how much care he had for him. Wasn't gonna let him badger him, let him give him a minute, give him water, because he realized that white boy looked like my son. He like my grandson. I need him to feel like that about my son. I need him to feel like my son and my grandson is his grandson. And he want me to feel the same way about his kid. I don't have a problem with that, what he did. I have a problem when you don't have the same care when it's my kids. I'm tired of us sitting in the courtroom begging some white man, and you can tell when they look out, they right, they already ignored you. You're talking, they done made their mind up. See, we want that respect, we want that care. Now, when those January 6 people, all of them didn't get a whole lot of time. I had one judge, I remember hearing him, the judge, I think it was a female, she made the child get up, the young lady apologized to her daughter, her mama, tell them for embarrassing them, going through that, and then released her in the custody of her mother. I want a judge to look at my kids the same way. Right. I want you to feel the same way. My kid needs to apologize to me for embarrassing me, tell my kid how much I've done for them, and then release my kid into my custody. And versus, I got to try to go and see how to hawk my house. I got to borrow money. You know what I'm saying? I got to use a court-appointed attorney when they set things up for white kids that they, it's more or less, it's probable for them to get off. They got an opportunity to clean their records up. Anytime one of our kids get some of their record, you stuck with it. And so we got to change these dynamics. We got to fix it. I know y'all guys, y'all don't care about it. It'll just be a matter of time. See, this is the problem with us. We don't think about stuff like this till it's us down there with our kid. I remember one time they had, also was in middle school, they had a kid down there. He was in class, he stuck his hand up the girl's shirt. And also had seen it, and they had to go down to the court and want him to testify against the kid, and I told him no. They was like, Your Honor, his daddy told him. I was like, the kid in middle school. Well, I'm like, I don't want my kid involved in no stuff like that. Like, he in middle school, kids do dumb, stupid stuff. Beat the brakes off him, anything. I don't want to see the kid go to jail because he touched no girl. He need to go to jail? He need a criminal record because he touched a girl? No, come on, that's much too serious. But see, you can do that when it's our kids and it's their system. You know what I'm saying? They were actually pushing to aggravate this situation. I was like, no. The DA was pissed too. He was mad. He laid that down to him. I was like, no. I told him, I said, I don't want no part of it. I want my kid in the middle of it. If they can go south, my kid go back to school, this whole thing flop back and somebody my kid. And that school ain't seen no problem till I get there. They ain't seen no problem up there. They ain't seen no shooting at no school yet. You talking about my kid get there? No. You ain't seen that in no school yet. That's dead serious. You talking about your kid right here? No, I don't play that stuff. My kid will be threatened, followed. Nothing that gonna happen. We gonna end everything right there. They mama and their daddy. Get everybody to the school. We end everything the same day. So to avoid all that, I didn't want my kid involved with it. Y'all handle it yourself. I'm like, it ain't that serious. He touched the girl. He shouldn't have. Tear that behind up real good. Teach him. Listen, you don't put your hands on nobody. That's a parent's responsibility. Put it behind. You talking about they done moved this already to a judicial issue to where they're trying to file criminal charges on a middle school kid in the 6th grade. We ain't had him on top of the girl. We ain't had a girl forcefully being held, drugged into a bathroom. We got a kid that's managed who need his behind whip. Y'all got what I'm saying? Not criminal, but that's how quick they move on us. That's how quick they move on. At these white police, how many times their kid got in trouble and it been a criminal act? They cover it up every time they come to their kids. When our kid is expeditiously, let's hurry up and get them off the street. There's a future criminal. There's a future raper, whatever it might be. I'm just saying, let's be fair. They kids. Kids are kids. That's being honest. What you supposed to do? What did you do with us when we were doing it? We ain't get no criminal charges. You can sit there playing around and slip around, bump a girl on the booty. And we done went to jail. That'd have changed everything. Jail? None of us grew up to be rapers and kidnappers. How you pick that up from an elementary 6-year-old kid? This kid gonna be a future raper or somebody. So you need to put them away now in elementary or put them away in middle school. We just need a fair system. Now I'm saying this, that kid wound up messing up later on now. He wound up touching another girl, I think was mentally, you remember that? He wound up getting something with another kid. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Now then at that point right there, now you need to go and get him some help. Everything still ain't criminal, need to get him some help because something going on with him. Y'all just being honest, that's the problem we got. We got to recognize when our kids need help and when our kids need incarceration. Kid around here funneling the gun, people safety, shooting people, No. You need some help. We need to put you somewhere away from other people for their safety, for our safety and for your safety. You know what I'm saying? We got to learn when is it necessary. And we need people to make those decisions who have kids. I just been with you. I don't see nobody making no decision about no kids ain't got no kids. I really think they're just piss poor. I need somebody who understands the nature of kids. I need somebody that have kids, that's familiar with kids, familiar with kid mentality. You know, certain things when you know about kids, you can watch certain kids and know this a bad kid, this a kid here just needs some attention. When you don't know about the interaction of the kid, you're going to make the wrong decision. You can't make no textbook decision. Because some things they'll teach you textbook don't work. They didn't even know that with curriculum. That stuff they put on paper, you realize, I'm going to have to do this differently. Am I correct? Because some baboon who ain't in the classroom looking on the computer and start putting stuff down, talking about this how it go. It don't work like that. When I get in here and start watching my kids and how well this is, if it's even captivating them to catch on to it, I'm realize I'm gonna have to do something different. But this is the syllabus, yep, but you ain't in the classroom. I know how many times y'all get that? Somebody in the classroom trying to tell y'all something. Or they trying to tell you something based off of outdated information. I've been doing it for 40 years. 40 years you would come along, they had 3 crayons. There was only 3 crayons. Now we got 4 rows of crayons. Now you gonna keep telling what you did 40 years ago? It don't work. 40 years ago, kids weren't the way they are now. These kids open to everything. These kids are so sexually perverted now. I mean, they just open up a door for them now. It's so sexual. Not that we weren't now. But we didn't have no internet to look at. You had to wait and look at somebody's Playboy book. Now, man, it's all on your watch. You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere. Now I don't know what they got going on. I mean, the whole place is just totally it's crazy. So you have to be able to kind of roll with the time, understand. I need to be a school teacher. I want them to let me be one. I want to pick my nose and walk up and rub it on one of them kids' jacket. That way they'll know. The other one, rubbing on their chest to take that home with you. That kid gonna be thinking about that's a booger on my shirt. You gotta teach them early. Hello? Can anybody get me a job in the school system? What I need? What's the qualification? I'm trying to get in. I want to teach. What grade am I in? Rod, is you trying to help me or hurt me? Man, I had to want to teach. Rod, he's like, no, I want to start out of the school. What if I didn't care with love and kindness? What I can do? Do shadow? Shadow teach. I can do that. No.
You need patience, though. You know how to face other kids.
Why not? You look like you trying him now. Cam trying to hurt me. Cam said, you ain't got no patience. You gonna snap on her. I don't have no patience.
You gonna snap.
I want them to get. Don't I have patience for kids? Y'all hear me, don't it? Don't I have patience with kids? Boy, hurry up and answer. No, I got patience. I done put up with you a long time, ain't I? Yeah. Boy, I ain't got no patience. What else I need? I got that. That down. What else I need? Shadow, patience. All right, I got that. What else I got to do? Come and shadow a couple of days. And then what happened? He said, shadow for a couple. What's going to happen? And just work for it for now. So when I shadow, I ain't talking, just follow, just watch what they do. Just watch. Now, a couple is 2. Is it 2 days or 3 days?
Let's do it for a week.
A week, okay. I got my heart set on 2 days. 2 days, I got my own classroom. How many students they give you?
I got 30.
Got 30. 30. He got 30. He said I can get about 30 students. That's 2 men or 2 left? That's perfect. 30? That'd be perfect. He said I'd be perfect with 30. I'm going to snap them kids in. What they done in this team line? 30? They ain't like they kids? That mean they better than these kids. They're crazy. Man, these kids, they're crazy. Worse than these? I probably just apply to be a gentleman. Just keep sweeping, keep going. Be like, just sweeping, keep going down that hallway. School done got that bad? Just come shout. That's it. That's all he's saying. Ross said, I want to tell you nothing. Come see for yourself. But like they told, what's the name? Can any good thing come out of Nazareth? Tell them to come and see. Shout them and see. Ain't that right? That's the only way you're going to find out. How many of y'all believe I can do it? And y'all want to be saved making the mouth cool? Everybody else believing in him. And they see you change your mind. Rodney Red said, I mean, I ain't going to want to do it. But I love kids. That's going to be the problem. You can't love them. It's going to break me down or break them down? It'll break you down if you care. Because you said.
You can last those 5 days without it playing with your mental, you'll be fine. Do the 5 day grace period. Grace period.
The parents are terrible too.
You gonna snap on the administrator, I'm telling you.
God. I better just stay right. So let me ask you a question. He said I want to snap on the administrator, the parent, the kid, just for questioning. So what be going on around him?
I mean, okay, well, I mean,
I'm saying, the parents, the kids, you got all of them in there together. Be like the parents can come in there and learn too. They just need, I don't know, they need restructuring. They don't let it went too long. That's the whole thing. You got to really tear the school system down and start over. Bring them back in and start them over. Because what didn't happen, they gave too many rights to kids. That hurt the system. Kid, when I came along, you didn't have no right. You had the right to sit your narrow ass in that chair and shut your mouth and get your work before you get an F. Or your behind gets sent home. I guess suspension don't mean we came along. You didn't want to get suspended. Them things pile up on you. You be looking at expulsion. And that being, they call it expulsion. They pull out that pamphlet. Man, I've been on folks saying, we looking at expulsion. He's like, look at what? They call them folks saying, we looking at expulsion. Use it in a sentence. Tell me I can't come back. What do I need to do to fix this situation? Man, you can't call my parents, tell them folk I can't come back to no school. What y'all think they gonna do to me? They gonna let me come home and sit at the table and eat? They ain't gonna let me sit there and get that plate just break across my head. Right, what happened if you done went home and tell your dad about you been had expulsion, you can't go back to no school. Yeah, you been good. I like to move to your house. What your daddy did and your mom? That's it, man. They like, ain't no use for you to live. They be like, so them folk can't do nothing with you down at school. Right there, you done. When I had that conversation. So everything I told you, just I do wonder. So you can't go back to no school. Where you think they're going at? You like, man, you can't go home. Man, I done ran away. I done came home. Them folk pulled them pamphlets out, they had the pamphlet. They put them out their dad. They said, we looking at exposure. On that man there. Put them in. Man, what we need to do to fix that? Can't you, my neighbor, you know word expulsion? I said, man, we can't talk like that. Man, I fixed that with them administrator right now. Man, I can't let you can't call nobody. They had the pamphlet. When they pull out them 3 different pamphlets and set them things talking about we trying to sell for exposure. Hey, what? Y'all can't call that man job. That man will lose it. And tell him his kid can't go back to no school in the county? There's no reason for you to live. How many of y'all parents like that? Yeah. It's search stuff. You like, I went too far. You let them listen. First, I let them know I was doing some curls earlier. You know what I'm saying? I want to apologize for earlier how I was talking to you like Jamie before I told him on bait. I had been doing some curls. Isn't that right? But no, man, you can't do that stuff. I know now that stuff probably cool now. I always let a kid get exposure. I let you use a dummy. You done got yourself kicked out the school system. Man, you went to Hamilton. Back then we had Hamilton. They still got Hamilton. You in the DeKalb County one? Hamilton. They had Hamilton. They was in Avondale. They seen the Hamilton, but that was like a prison school right there. All them folks, that should have been dead. You got that one no grass in the yard, everything. I mean, them kids were bad, man. It was just terrible. It was just a terrible little spot for them in Scottsdale. We had, now y'all had, what's the one y'all had over here? Alpha. How is Alpha? That's your last alternative. How is it Alpha? Alpha first. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? They call it Alpha, right? Oh, it's still. Yeah, we ain't know about no acronym. We were coming along, that was the name of it. We didn't want to know, that was enough. Once we heard the name Alpha, we didn't want to know what nothing stood for. You just don't need to be there. You need to leave from out there. Everybody just about went over there. I don't know. Pretty much all them folks just about went over there. You just about come up dead. You know, you'll get probably 1 or 2 come out. Because you don't got that far where you can't make it in school. You ain't got yourself kicked out of school. So just being honest, it just, yeah, you pretty much know your life already aligned for prison. You already set up for failure. You're going to be on the street somewhere. And that's the kind of stuff we got to avoid with our kids, because the opportunity that's placed in front of them are setting them up to be criminals. Until we can come along and start to do something different, we're going to continue to lose our kids. Now, it's a small thing to y'all, but I care about our kids. I actually want to work with kids 5 minutes. I wouldn't want to be one of them all. How long is school? Nah, I ain't want to do it. I ain't that serious. I do about 50 minutes. Whatever you get in there, get it, pay attention. My class be the best class, though. I had do they have a desk still with the little table in front of them, the little desk made on the?
Yeah, they got them in DeKalb County.
The camp.
We got tables though.
They sit at a table?
All tables.
No, I ain't getting no table. Get them a desk. Yeah. You need to sit at a desk and put your books in the bottom where you have a little thing there where your pencil sit up there in a little hole and your desk sit at an angle. You learn better like that. Yeah. I want to believe that. That was part of my learning. They don't need to sit at no desk. They ain't gonna do right. They gonna be kicking each other on the desk, doing something they ain't got no bin on the table. I was at the table. I got in trouble. I got a butt whipping at that table. I hate tables. We were sitting there and doing what kids do. We was in like the 3rd grade, and one of my friends was looking at a book, and the lady was on the ground, and she had her hands on the ground like this, and she had legs behind her like this. Behind her head. We were looking in the book. We were trying to figure out, was she between somebody's legs? And one of my friends said, no, I know what she did. we're like, what'd she do? That joker sat down, he got that check on that ground. That joker got that leg. We were looking at him, he went, he got that leg, man, he got that thing up in the air, and that thing flopped back him. And he started hollering. Man, I met around, he said, Listen. Man, listen. That turd shot there, lang-a-lang like that. Man, that lady tore us up. He couldn't get his leg from back down. Man, they had to get that man's leg. But listen, it was beautiful. He was lifting, we looking, trying to figure what he going. He got that thing when he got it. That thing says, fell, but he couldn't get it. He started hollering. Man, that lady whooped everybody, so I hate tables. I hate all tables in school. Only desks. I'll never do that again. And all I did as a kid, we bust out laughing. Everybody got whooped because of this diamond. So I'm against all tables in school. I hate all Asian noises. I hate tables in school. Just hate them. They need to sit on the desk. They're just terrible, man. I wound up suffering for somebody else's stupidity. But anyway, so we don't need to do that. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to get Smith up here. I'm going to let her sing a song for y'all. How about that? Come on, Smith. Y'all want to hear Smitty sing? Come on, Smitty. Sing for me. Come on. I'm too loud. Maybe I get some assistance.
So let's walk in the light. Cause when you shut disappear, I wanna meet you there. I got it right. My come tonight. I got it right. Everybody. You believe in passion. Take off the fast, cause you ain't got no chance. Being change your actions, cause you can't keep up with the world and keep its commands. Cause when you lose your guys here, I'm on a million, yeah. I got it right. I got it right. So come on to the light, and you can discover how to get to paradise. And if you know yours right, then ain't nothing worth you going through and throwing away your life. And you know y'all don't lie. I got it right. I got it right. You might come back here tonight. Gotta make sure I'm right. You might come back here tonight. Gotta make sure I'm right. You might come back here tonight. Gotta make sure I'm right. You might come back here tonight. Gotta make sure I'm right. Yeah, you should have been out on the way. Yeah, I got it right. I got it right. Gotta live right, walk in the line. You wish you coming back like a thief in the night. One way ticket to hell, I take flight. You ride on the cloud, I'm hitting up in the skies. Blood from above, you trying to take a ride. Living water quench your thirst, but no sprite. Let me come tell you the way in the paradise. Ain't nothing worth you throwing away your life. And you know y'all don't lie. I got it right. I got it right. Cause when you wish your guys here, I wanna be here. I got it right. You might come back here tonight. Gotta make sure you're right. You might come back here tonight. Gotta make sure you're right. You might come back here tonight. Gotta make sure you're right. You might come back here tonight. Gotta make sure you're right.
Woo! Woo! Woo, that's a lot of words. Y'all all right? We're going to sit down and listen to what the book say. And in saying that, I am most serious about the importance of making sure we're right. And that is a definite we want to really set back to consider. On a coming sheet later, they'll call Wednesday night. We had the opportunity by the con of Yahuwah, the favor of Yahuwah, to sit back to consider what our liberties are, our freedoms, and understanding it, defining it so we know how we ought to walk. I don't know how many times I've gone back and he said, furthermore, as you receive of us how you ought to walk, so you would abound more and more. Learning the value of the meaning of shalom, our prosperity, our health, our welfare, all these things are essential to us. And these are things we've taken lightly simply because we hadn't understood the importance of them. I know I might be redundant when I say every week about I'm a proponent and an advocate for our liberation and for our separation and for our self-governing. That's the only way it's going to work for us. It won't ever work for us that we can sit under someone else's rules and authority other than Mr. Yahuwah. Everybody else's rules are going to come in and going to cause a violation. It's going to cause an infraction against Yahuwah's will. They're going to say, the God I serve, a day not important, all the days are his. We know all of the days belong to Mr. Yahuwah. We're not refuting that. We just know there are certain days he designated, he set aside, like they do with Christmas, like they do with Thanksgiving. Is that the same Thursday as every other Thursday? Whatever day Christmas fall on is not the same day. If it falls on a Wednesday, ain't the same regular work day Wednesday. That's a special day that they've designated. Well, Mr. Yahuwah has designated that the Shabbat should be observed and it should be kept. And when you talk about keeping it, a lot of times I had, holding former quote-unquote holiness preacher with their stupidity. When they holler, the book say, where they used to say, remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. They say, I don't keep the day, God keep the day. I don't keep no day. Because they don't have understanding. That's what they would say, because they was ignorant. So they were like, how am I going to keep the day? God keep the day. It's not about, when he's talking about keeping it, he's talking about observing all of the rituals and the rites to it. But see, when you're ignorant and you're so busy, you're trying to find a reason to fight something, you're trying to find a reason to justify saying, how am I going to keep a day? God keep the day. No, he told you to regard it. It's a certain way you need to regard it. There's certain things you shouldn't be doing when it comes down this time. Like we cut off relationship, we cut off a lot of things we were doing in order to make sure we're keeping this correctly with all of the rituals and rites, because we're looking for the benefits. Anything that Yahuwah gives us to do, there's a benefit behind it. That's why we use the word baraka. These are benefits. Like certain people, I remember years ago, certain jobs you wouldn't get because they didn't have benefits. Isn't that right? So we look at it's a benefit in observing the Shabbat. There are benefits in keeping all his muhads, which are his feast days. There are benefits in keeping his commandments, his amar. And these are things he ordered us to do because there are benefits behind them. Y'all got it? And when you don't see it in that type of contrast, then you find this to be a hard way for you. Oh, the Shabbat is inconvenient. Oh, the Shabbat, why it got to be? Why we got to have it if we didn't have it? Because you don't see the benefit. You see with the eyes of the world, with the alarm. The alarm don't consider it's a benefit. See, y'all got to remember, certain things in your body don't ever stop. Like you don't ever stop breathing, because when you do, you'll die for a long period of time. Your heart never stops, which means all these two organs are vital, and there are others, but these two are essential enough that they have to be able to at least decrease from working so they can re-energize, refuel while still working. So when you're constantly going and there's no stopping, it's just a matter of time for you to hit what? A heart attack. Lungs going to collapse. Because all these things need to rest. And he set aside a day, and it's been scientifically proved that the body actually charges better on this time. Yet man wants to observe another time. Then they got us with clubbing, late night hanging out and doing other things, but these are things that came into violation. We started to break nature. Y'all got what I'm saying? When Yahushua was traveling, they told him toward evening, what they told him to do? Told him it was time to go to work. What did he tell y'all about working?
No man work in the night. You got to work while it's day. When the night comes, no man work.
Because he was trying to tell you, if you really follow nature's pattern, there are certain things that kind of put us out of order. There are other reasons to why we're sick. It really is. Because we broke a lot of protocols. We've broken a lot. Our body is supposed to be in tune with nature. There are things we give back to nature, and nature gives back to us. Just like with the growing and the crops, we're supposed to give nature a break. We're supposed to give the land a break. After she done yielded her fruit for 6 years, he said on the 7th, he said, you can let her rest. What she yield on her own, then you take. You just and you leave that for anybody else can get it. Because you didn't plant it anyway. Let somebody else take it, and then you let the land get her rest. So she can strengthen herself, so she can come back and refuel you. See, a lot of people out there keeping the Sabbath, 7th day, but they forgot to let the land rest. So all these things are things we're coming back into learning. And now guess what? Nature is coming back and she's recompensing now. Because she hadn't got a rest. That's why everything erupting. That's why everything is terrible. In Buffalo, New York, they hitting what? They getting feet of snow. Foots. Not inches. Foots. They shut down whole expressways. It's supposed to be going all the way from Idaho all the way down, spreading across. Yahuwah is angry. He gonna freeze us out. He gonna burn us up. He gonna drown us. Then he gonna dry us out. He's trying to show you Yahuwah is angry. And no one's been paying attention. Nobody been looking at trying to make sure you're right. Trying to go over, and when we come in here, and we laugh, we have fun about things, but I don't play about your salvation. I don't see a need to play with you with your soul. I want you to really sit down. I want you to examine where you are and see, are you actually walking in it? And the purpose when we go back and we look at these things to see where you're at. When you look at where the world is now, just like the Ukrainian people, Russia blowing out all the electricity, the infrastructure, he's going to take them down. I mean, it's smart. Take out electricity, kill them. It's war. I don't know who came up with in war you don't kill civilians. What are the people with the uniforms on? Civilians. I don't know what that don't make sense. You can kill soldiers, you can't kill civilians. What's the difference between a soldier and a civilian? Aren't they human? As a soldier, they ought to be insulted. The fact that you told somebody a fair game to kill me but don't kill them. You saying you're going to put sanctions, you're going to come in, you're going to send in heavy artillery, they keep killing citizens, but they can kill me all day long. What's wrong with a human being mind, the reason you think this okay in conversation? That it's fair game to kill you, shoot you down, blow you up. Just don't do it to the civilians. I think people have a mental problem. The fact that we feel like this is okay. It's not hard to start war. All you have to do is everybody get behind them and nobody do more trades with them. Shut them down. You can starve them out. This could have been stopped a long time ago. Every one of these leaders are wicked. Every one of them wicked. Because they sit back and they watch wicked works happen. And they'll support things that go against humanity, that go against the people. We the people. And when they wrote their constitution, where did it start? We the people? Yes, sir. Why don't say we the government? Because the people are the government. The people appoint the government. The people make the government. The people pick the elected officials, whom they feel like they designate to make sure the will of the people is being done. That's the only reason you have a government. That's the only reason. There's no other reason to have them. And you have to have a military for defense. You have to have a defense. People are not just going to, that's a man, you know, the countries all have a military, or they'll employ one. Like in Qatar, they don't have a military. So you ain't gonna believe it. They employ the American military to be one of their defense. So if somebody decide they want to come into Qatar, they want to come into Bahrain, because we don't have a military, but we got oil, we got gold, the United States military is going to come in and fight for us. Otherwise, people would have they would have been took it. All I'm telling the so-called Negro, how are you dumber than everybody else? Why don't you have a military? If you had a military, you wouldn't have all these invasions. You're complaining about no-knock search warrant. They don't do them in Buckhead. They're not in Alpharetta. If you had a military, they wouldn't have them. Hello, your land would be sovereign. You know what happens? You go in another sovereign country and you break their protocol, you go in their airspace, you crossing their waters. That's a violation. See, they got paperwork written up for stuff like this. Just say hypothetically the country princess violates and she comes into my water. I can go to the UN if I don't fight her myself, and I can clearly show them in the charter where this is a violation. There are other countries that will vote on this in a Security Council. And if she found guilty, something will be done. They will sanction her. Some military action will happen if she continues to do this. How long has the nigger complained about white America? But you know what the problem is, Ray? You're exactly right. We complain the whole time we've been here. Had you had a treaty with other countries, had you had a charter with the UN, so you can go ahead and you can argue that case. We can take it to the charter. We can take it to the UN Security Council. You don't take it to the UN. People don't know certain things. You take it to the Security Council. See, all this stuff, black folk, I didn't go to the UN, depending on your issue. Because when it's a matter of defense, you take that to the Security Council. That does not involve everybody on the UN. That's only certain countries that handle security in. Y'all got it? The UN is comprised of all these different countries, but every one of these countries are not a part of the Security Council. If you had resolutions, if you had articles written up, that's how they was able to beat Saddam Hussein. Everybody, they just went in. They did too. But y'all look, they was able to start to show the resolution they had. They had papers written up and agreed on by other countries. See, before he did it, he still had to go in to see them. See, the problem is with you, nobody had to see nobody, but they start whooping your ass. So I need to get the nigga from under being stupid. He need to get him some paperwork wrote up. He need to get at that table, and he need to sit down, and he need to be a part of that, and there need to be a resolution. That when you go here and you say, listen, this is what we have going on, then they can fund you like they fund Ukraine. If you don't help me fight, hell, give me the weapons. I'll fight them myself. But don't sit here and leave me hand tied. Y'all said, all I'm telling you, let my hands go. Let us have a military. Let us have articles. Let's sit down and let's designate us as a nation. You can't keep fighting us as a people. People ain't nobody recognize no people. Once they wrote that, they ain't called no. When they go there talking about we the people. That's when they started. When them people got through, they're a country, they're a nation. America is recognized as a nation, a sovereign nation. They start out as a people. They start out in colonies. They were crooks and thieves and liars. that couldn't obey rules and regulation in their own country. Brought them over here and forced them on us now. Same rules and regulations they couldn't bear in England and put over here, and they can't obey them here either. Then they force you, and you're a criminal, they put you away. They made up laws to put you away. Call them loitering. Told you were breaking ordinances. And a public nuisance. This is all the stuff they use to get you off the street. They use these crimes. This ain't back in the 1930s, okay? This in the 60s and 50s and early 70s that these crackers were locking up black people right here in Conyers, Covington, and on down Monroe. And they were locking them up, 2 and 3 of them walking together. They'll get them for illegal gathering, and then they will sell them to these old white decrepit crackers farms, and they worked. And when they escaped, listen, a lot of these black folk dead in these ponds y'all see, a lot of them dead in them. They had one lady, she testified, her daddy shot them. They ran, they tried to escape. Can you blame them criminals escape? These guys were arrested for heinous crime. They was walking through downtown, 3 of them, Dave. Them niggas knew better than that stuff. And they was arrested. And they was put in the chain gang. They had to work on the farm. And you know these violent criminals had the nerve to try to escape. Gunned them down. Monroe, Georgia got more niggas dead down there than anybody. All these niggas love Monroe. They ain't shit. Monroe don't kill more niggas. Y'all, please, y'all gonna let me tell these lies. Listen, they don't throw them off bridges, chase them in woods and shout them down and kill them. All these little redneck towns. I can tell you something. Tell them, these folks don't know about these crackers. These folks don't kill. Listen, I'm talking about gun you down for trying to escape off their property. They were the police. No charge filed. No arrest. Everybody know they covered it. Now, niggas everybody, we living in Kanye, living in Curry, think you're doing something. I'm a proponent. We're going to establish something different. We're going to get charges brought up on all these people. They kids. All of them need to be charged. If there ain't listen, there's no statutory time on murder. These bastards need to go to jail. Their kids witness it, their ass need to be charged. They're going to still tell, oh, I love my, damn your dad and your mama. Damn, I'm going to dig their ass up and shit in their mouth. I don't care if it ain't but a skull. How you shoot a man? I can't get over this and say, why the black people, why are we so scared of these damn crackers? You talking about you shot men down. Human beings that you made up a charge. These weren't murderers. They weren't rapers. They weren't child molesters. They weren't burglars. They weren't speeders. They were walking downtown, and these crackers lock them up with some heinous bullshitting crimes and sell these folks to white folks. Y'all can look at us if I'm lying. Look up about Monroe. Look up about Covington. All these little shitty little redneck towns. Black folks sit in these towns and we lazy ass. They done sat here and the same people still running these places. Kanye still ran by the good old boys. All these places, Covington, they'll let the niggas have the outside county outskirt. You don't control the city. Y'all need to learn about government. I'm going to help y'all out. They'll get you every time. We sitting on the county. County don't control the city. This city, their own entity. Nobody knows. Y'all don't even know who the mayor is of Kanye. And that's bad. You put down on the paper that you live in Kanye. Y'all don't even know who the mayor of Covington is, do you? Now y'all live in Covington. You ain't supposed to know. You ain't supposed to know. These white boys been keeping this stuff themselves all these years. All I'm telling you, we ain't got to kill them. We just got to stop it. We won't charge you, bro. Your ass still living. Your ass old. Your ass can't walk. Your ass right in prison. You ain't going to believe it. The people you shot can't walk. All I'm telling you, let's bring ass to court. Let's same one with Emmett Till. I don't know why these white folk hiring a little old decrepit ass. I don't give a damn about her. No, drag her ass out there. She need to go to jail. Y'all had a warrant for her arrest. Nobody executed it. Nobody trying to create something. This your shit. We didn't write no warrant. Why was she picked up? We got a 14-year-old boy was assassinated, killed, and drowned. Face wrapped up with barbed wire. I think I give a damn about that old cracker in a nursing home? Damn her ass. Drag her old decrepit ass out of there and take her to court. With all black jury. I want mothers with kids. I want mothers on the jury who boys are missing. I need mother who know the pain of what a mother felt when her damn son was dead missing. I don't hand your kid damn face wrapped up like a honey bun. They need to crabby cracker think they judder. He whistled. Every white man whistle, cut the damn lips off then. I'm sick of it. I don't know why we so scared. Y'all will leave me out here. But that's all right. That's how it is, though. These our kids. These crackers ain't winning. These folks still living. Was you living? Let me ask you something. Do you remember when Emmett Till died, Uncle Ted? Do you remember that? That should be like 1960, probably 64. 53. 53? Was it 53? 54. Canada. Yes, they found about it. 54? 55. Was you living in 1955? How old was you, Uncle Ted? You remember? We said, what we said, about 9 or something? No. How old was you? 10, 11. That means them white folk can't be living. Because Uncle Ted living, they couldn't be living. A lot of them folks still living. They're once still living too, sir.
I remember the man coming down the railroad track and the cracker told him that he owed him $20.
Man, what did he do to him?
He didn't have him $20. They locked him up.
Mm-hmm.
And the judge put him in prison. He couldn't pay $20.
Black man coming, walking down the railroad track. White man charged him $20. The black man told him he had $20, so they locked him up. And the judge, so he said he owed him $20 for walking down the track. And he didn't have $20. So they locked him up, and the judge sent him to chain gang because he didn't have $20 to pay the white man who created a fine. Let me tell you something, too. Some of these states have moved, California, Chicago, I'm saying California, Chicago, a couple of them have moved to releasing some of these people out because, you know, they start looking at, ain't nothing changed. Nothing changed. Same thing they did back then. A lot of people rotted in prison because of little heinous little fines. Like they coming on now, they say, oh, they letting all the criminals out. The reason why they doing this, at one time you looking at just the bad people, you looking at the good people who get arrested on some charges that really, you could have just left them the hell alone. It was many enough it wasn't worth it, and you just wrecked somebody, just like Sandra Blunt. No police would agree she should have went to jail for smoking a cigarette in her car. No judge agreed with it. They said she was in her own car. How you gonna stop her from smoking in her own car? He want the cigarette out, then they say, well, for his safety. If his safety, get your ass away from the car. If you feel like your life wasn't safe, why you ain't shoot her? That wasn't the case. It's the case of white man with a badge and a gun always overstepping your end. It's the same thing we've dealt with the entire time here. You give a white man a badge and a hat and a gun, and his ass feel like he controls the planet. They always go too far, and you took a girl and wrecked her life. And they want to say she killed herself. If she killed herself, they still guilty. You took a girl who would document her life, that she was trying to change her life, and she was doing a video recording trying to say, I'm going to start videoing, going to a job, trying to get a job, and gets arrested. She had a light out. This wasn't worth the time other than, ma'am, first chance you get the light fixed. I wouldn't even want to waste the paperwork on a damn tail light out when you ain't doing nothing. You ain't a hardened criminal. You one speed, one thing going on. Ma'am, get your light fixed. And sometimes explain to people, you might feel like this is a nuisance, but just to get you to understand, this simple thing that you think is simple is as easy as somebody not paying attention and hit you in your back. This ain't a matter of, oh, I'm going to get some money. What good is that money going to do if you cripple? If it kills you. So you just get people to understand the importance of why you're doing certain things. Everything ain't give a ticket and wreck some. Some people ain't got it. So when you look at getting a person a ticket, some of these people are like, damn, I got enough going on. Now stuff escalate, and instead a lot of them learn how to de-escalate a situation. You escalate a situation, and it moves, and now they're going to say, well, damn, all you had to do was take the ticket. Hell, when you can't pay for it. Right. What you need another bill you can't pay for? You already trying to get a job. You broke as hell. You couldn't get $500 got out of jail. $500, her family couldn't raise $500. That's how behind the average black family is. Most people ain't got it to spare. $100, I'll be honest, baby, I need $100. So I can't help you now. She's sitting in jail. Hell, you just feel like your life over with. Ain't nothing going right. I was trying to get a job, trying to stay positive. I got student loan debt and everything else. Now my ass sitting in jail. Nobody can't get me out. Hell, it make you feel like it ain't worth living. The stuff that people start, oh, it ain't that serious. It's because it ain't your ass today. Get your black ass in a situation and you get in that situation, and you'll feel the same way the average person do. You behind 8 ball. Yeah, what the hell you gonna keep living for? I can't get ahead. I ain't ever winning. They set the system to make it negative for the so-called Negro. They keep you negative. I try to make y'all get together and do some positive stuff. That's all. Let's get positive. If you, since you know you've always, they call behind the 8 ball, you know there's always things working against you, then once you move your ass from behind the 8 ball, once you start doing something positive. Y'all ain't gonna do it. You're gonna sit on your ass and listen to me and do nothing different. But then you're gonna get a look for a different result. Nothing happen like that. I make it my business, I gotta get out and I know what I gotta do every day. Every day, nothing change, same thing, every day. What else I'm gonna do? Otherwise I'm gonna give in and I'm gonna be like your ass. Do shit and just lay down and just complain. We have to be motivated to get together and change our situation. I tell everything, I put out, you said, I said, let's get together, let's talk. Then let's change our situation. Hell, I don't want to just talk and do nothing. Let's talk and change something. Hello? Okay, that's all right. That's all right. I just want to change. I'm just stupid enough to believe that our people got the power to change it. I know we do. I know we do. I was just thinking, I'm telling y'all what I know. I can describe to y'all, I can explain to y'all the plan, and I'm telling y'all, it'll work. I know it'll work. I can teach y'all how to move on a small scale to get a lot done. Then listen, it will become contagious, and we will move on a large scale. Y'all just got to be with it. I'm telling you, I already know it'll work. I'm positive it'll work. And guess who you got to kill? One person. Your damn stupidity. Don't involve no guns. Don't even get, we can get guns. No, you don't need no guns. Niggas been had guns. You ain't done shit with them yet. But kill each other. Put your damn gun up. I don't need niggas with guns. Niggas with guns ain't got nothing done yet. They always come out for the wrong, because you don't know how to execute. You don't know how far to go, and you ain't willing to go all the way. You ready to do some dumb shit right and shoot each other up. Then it costs you to not effing around. Now your ass ain't even out here no more. Use your brain, use your senses. You got to learn how to affect these people economically. What white folks do feel is economics. That's why they had the G20, economics. Economics. You play a part of that, you know that, right? You in Africa play a major part of that. Oh, the nigga don't know that. See, I ain't been at G20. I'm like me, shit, nigga, I'm G-shot. Ain't that right? Hell, how we went at the G20? Ain't nobody more G than us. Hell, they should have called us. But let me ask you a question. Why would I call y'all? You just some people. Those people that went down, they were prime ministers. They were presidents of countries and nations. Who are you guys? How about the people that elect their tired ass? The people that pay their tired ass. And we tired of all of them. It's time to unseat all their ass. Let me tell you something. Every time they had a G20, whenever they had them, do y'all not know it mobs of people out of them places protesting? They don't show it to you. Y'all don't know that, do you? They'll never show it to you on camera. Only certain news will show you to it and they run their ass off for doing it. They don't never have a G20. They never have it where it ain't, I'm talking about mobs of people out there protesting their ass. Calling everyone killers, murderers, got signs out here documenting what these people done. They don't show them to you. They'll show you, they all shaking, how you doing? Today, Tony and Najee met. These like good turn, economic time, turn around. They ain't showing you the people outside the police blocking out trying to keep them out there who pissed with all of them in there. Gonna learn how many people they done killed and how many infectious diseases they put. Why China ass ain't been charged for this damn China disease? They know damn well that thing came out of Wuhan lab. China ass should have been, listen, he had his ass now, I'd have handcuffed his ass. Get your ass over here. I'll slap the fried rice out his ass. Some of all these damn folk done that. I'm just telling you, ain't none of them shit. How y'all let a man, you can't talk about them, y'all let a man sit here and damn near killed everybody in the world. Everybody sitting there a criminal. The United States just went today too. They made a formal declaration. Got to see a hand on what they asked for, what their declaration was. Not to charge the Saudi prince with that murder. Give him immunity. He has diplomatic immunity. Khashoggi, the guy he killed, a news press person, everybody been calling for him to be charged for that. U.S. fell out with him. Joe Biden told him today that the UN is formally asking them to, that on the United States is formally asking them not to give him immunity for that murder. You tell me I can just damn kill somebody because they wrote something in the paper, they going to give me immunity? No way. These are your leaders. These are the people that make decisions for you. And they kill you at will. Putin ain't no better. All of them murder. They kill their own people. United States do it. That's the same reason they want that boy from WikiLeaks. They talk that shit all they want about what another country do. They kill your ass too right here. There's not one of these countries that don't do it. And all I can't get, how the citizens are good with this. That you just create your own prisoners. If anybody speaks against you or out against you, you automatically make them your prisoner and lock their ass up and make up some Trump charges on them. And the people good with it. Walk out here with a little tired ass sign, let them keep going. All their ass need to come out of it. They should be at G20 and say, all y'all ass out of here. These folks don't sit here and make their own self ruler till I die. Now, where we do this shit at? Who told you to ruler till you die? Your ass up out of here. Chinese people in trouble. They ain't showing y'all them Chinese people jumping out them windows, what are they? From lockdown. Y'all didn't know that? Shit, they jumping out the window, committing suicide. Oh, they don't show that on, do they? On Channel 2, 5, and News at 10 on 46. Y'all didn't know that? This ain't the first time. They're jumping out the windows. They tired of being locked down. They won't show you that. They'll tell you how China is trying to make connections and China making deals with Germany. Germany ain't shit either. All them trade, all of them will sell your ass out for $1. All of them, mine I had, they had, go to Europe. Europe ain't shit. Africa ain't shit either. All of them done sold us out. I ain't gonna, both pile of shit right there, you couldn't grow nothing with it. All of them done sold us out. Ain't nobody doing that. Africa sell out their own people, and they've been doing this before slavery. Europe ain't shit. United States ain't shit. They'll sell you out. They ain't got one of these countries worth a damn. And the sad part is they got all us hating each other. I'm just dumb enough to hate a Mexican. A Mexican just dumb enough to hate a Puerto Rican. A Puerto Rican dumb enough to hate a Haitian. A Haitian just dumb enough to hate a Dominican Republican. A Dominican Republican just dumb enough to hate a Jamaican. Jamaican just dumb enough to hate somebody else when they realize it's the damn leaders. It ain't none of us. The leaders got all us at each other. I don't know shit about you other than what they told me on the news. And you don't know shit about me other than what they told you. We all sat down and talked together. We ain't got no time to keep hating each other. Right. They the one told you somebody coming. How the hell, where y'all live at that you see Mexican coming over the wall? How many of y'all ever seen it with your own eyes? Where you get your information from? So every time you see a Mexican, what's probably come in your mind? Another illegal. And what you think he see with your ass?
Robbing nigga.
Robbing, killing nigga. So all of them got the bad connotation about each other. Hell, I don't give a damn about them coming in Texas. Texas is Mexico. I don't know what the hell they folks doing. Texas, that was their shit. They don't want to come up and remember the Alamo. Texas is Mexico. Hell, all they doing is coming home. Hell, that's illegal for me to go back to Africa. Please don't recite stuff you hear from white people. All these illegal. Tell them about their ass. So I'm looking at your white ass. You ain't supposed to be him. There were people here before you came. Let me tell you something. These white folks quit telling them damn lies. Folks had been here from Scandinavia. They had already came through, been through Minnesota. We've been over here. We came through by Canada. They done put a bridge underwater that linked from Canada to Africa. That's how most of your Nigerians come here. They try to make everyone of them came here on a damn boat. When actually, we actually walked over here from Canada. A lot of them walked in here from Canada. They never taught us that in school, did they? They didn't tell. They got a bridge underwater. Them crackers flooded it out. You could walk from Africa to Canada. Cracker ain't gonna show it to you. Because you'll start putting shit together in your mind. Your story, your ass came on a boat. How you come, your ass get seasick if you look at water. I take a glass of water, do like this, your ass start throwing them. No damn well all y'all ain't got no boat. We've been here. All we keep getting is bad information about ourselves. And it makes us negative, and then we're weak. We're stronger people. That's why they hate me. They know, yeah! Talk back to my ancestors. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah! Hold on. Oh, I do you tell them. Y'all can kiss my ass. Yeah. They told me to tell them. They can kiss my ass. Yeah. Man, I'm serving him. Y'all know how many done died of him, been serving at the hands of these folks. And then we say something about it. Why are we always the terrorists? Why are we always the bad people? Why the folk that did the wrong ain't terrorists? You came and took a free people. And you sat here and you captured and raped them and sold them and maimed them. You changed their name. You gave us poison food. You gave us a rotten ass religion. And now all of us fighting each other. But we're gonna settle down. We're going to make some peace. I ain't agreeing. Let me be clear about this. Let me be clear. I ain't agreeing with nobody on Jesus. That'll never happen. I don't agree with Jesus. I don't subscribe to Jesus. And I'm not going to amen to no Jesus. That ain't going to happen with nobody. I agree to the fact that it's a problem. It's a problem. And before we can attack it religiously, we need to address it physically and economically. That's real. That's realistic right here today. Everybody is dealing with economical problems. Everybody is dealing with oppression of these people first. We can all agree on that. Everybody black can agree with that. I told some already. I said, I ain't even trying to get you to agree on no religion. I wouldn't even talk to you about it. It's too far over your head, and all we're going to have is a divide. Let's deal with what we can agree on. We sick of this shit. Agreed. Let's stay with what we agree on. I don't have no talk about Jesus. I don't want to hold no hands and pray with no Jesus. I'm not going to pray about Jesus. I don't want to talk about it. Because we ain't going to get nowhere. We ain't going to do but kill time. Let's deal with what we got a problem with. And after that, every man can choose his own. Did Una try to make everybody turn to you on that ship? Not my end. He didn't even tell them to preach to them. He told them, go to Nineveh. He ain't tell them, it's folk, you know what they say? Why are you trying to run to Nineveh? It's folk right here on this ship need to be saved. He never got that message. Neither did I. That's why I ain't trying to save everybody. I never got that message. See, they don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? See, God. Hell, so you be running, folk right around. Why he didn't tell you to save all them folks on that boat? Them folk were called on different Elohim. And he didn't say one word during the preacher. All he told them was, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. He ain't wait no time trying to preach to them folk, trying to save them folk. Before I go, though, let me tell you about the love of God. No. Leave folks alone. I know folks be trying to think of everything. Me, preacher, you better have preach to people. No. No, I don't bother with people because people make their own choices. See, for me, first of all, let's look at where you at. Where you at determines on what you're trying to do. That's just being honest. Where you at determines on what you're trying to do. Where you at in life? How do you see yourself in life? How many of y'all feel like life is pretty good, it's okay? You got a good handshake in it. How many of y'all feel like you got a good hand in this thing? Okay, then we need to get a good hand in it. That's right. That's all I'm saying. If you don't feel like you got one, then what do we need to do to get you a good hand in it? What do we need to do to fix the dynamics of life to where life works better for you? People don't realize, listen, this is how life is. Life is almost kind of like a blade, I guess, kind of turning. You just jump in it, it's going to cut your ass out. You got to know what to avoid and how to do this. I'm just telling you, a lot of our people get mangled up and crushed out here because they attack it the wrong way. First, let's find out where you're at. Let's agree, is that where you want to be? Everybody can almost say what? No. No. Now, what do we need to do to change it that's practical? What do we need to do? Let's all just pray. And do what? We have to become proactive. There are things we have to start to set in place in order for things to work for us. Y'all got it. Y'all get that stuff out of your mind, all this just saying. That's how you make a fool like that. That's why the Negro church is the worst place you ever want to go. Because it don't even make common sense what they got you doing. It don't make sense. Just stop it. You got to be practical about where you at, what you're trying to do and where you're trying to go. What y'all trying to do? This is a question I just asked and no answer to it? To be saved, serve Yahuwah. And I can agree with that, but then we're going to have to deal with shalom. See, what y'all saying, get saved, I think said get saved, live right. Then you said live right, serve Yahuwah. And all that is correct. But let's be practical too. What is something else got to be entailed with that? Because in really just sitting down and thinking about it, really all of the real benefits I'm looking to get from Yahuwah is when I get on the other side. When I cross over. That's just being honest. I mean, things didn't happen for Yasharal till they crossed over the Red Sea. Everything really happened, they crossed over. Okay? I ain't crossed over, I'm here. I need some things to work for me here. So I don't mind serving and waiting for that, but I'm going to need some type of little benefit along the way. I'm gonna need something to work for me while I'm here. Because I need to, if you can't do nothing right here, I'm be honest with y'all. Y'all want the truth, you want to lie. It's gonna be hard for me to believe you can do something else later. It's gonna be hard for me to believe it. Now, of course, you can do it because you still got a little love of Jesus in you. Little love of Jesus don't leave you with no kind of common sense. Don't make sense. I ought to get something. Something got to work for me. Something got to make sense. I at least got to understand. I got to understand something. I got to understand some principal thing. What is your real ever? Let me walk around. Let folks just slap hell out you. Yeah, how you slap? Just, that might, pow. Oh, what come with that? What I get out of that? I nothing. Just got to sit around and just take it. Everything had to work to benefit. See, even with something that simple, now I have to understand that process. A lot of times Christian church teaches you don't hit back, let folk hit you, let folk beat you, be like Jesus. See, the problem you got with these ignorant people were the people that hit Yahushua. See, this was all scripturally documented. That right there, whom Yahuwah Ahab, he chastised, and he scourged every son. So there was a purpose behind him being scourged. You were taught about you being chastised for your faults, were you not? What were you told? Wow. Huh? You take it patiently because you know you're guilty. He said, but when you're chasing and you're not guilty, he said, now this is thanksworthy. Y'all got it? So it taught us to align ourselves to understand that in when the correction measure come, I learned how to kind of correlate it with this is Yahuwah showing me that I belong to him. This is his way of chastising me. But I don't have no understanding. I'm just getting my ass kicked, stomped, and put. I don't know what's going on. It's hard for me to follow you. And a lot of stuff they gave us were all Christian antics. Y'all got it? I try to talk y'all with playing up. I'm trying to get y'all in a certain place of thinking, okay? I have to understand what the man is doing if he wants me to follow him. I can't do the blindly follow and just go. This makes no sense. And we've done that. That's how we got into captivity. That's why things don't work out for us, because we never open up to understanding. Things need to make sense. Y'all got it? I have to be able to process it. That's the only way I can do it. I just can't jump on a whim and be doing things. I could do it, but I won't be honest. And that's why you'll keep fornicating, you'll keep masturbating, you'll keep lying, you'll keep doing stuff, because you ain't been honest. You just been following, you've been doing something. And you don't have no real rationale to why things happen or what's going on. You ain't understand what shalom was. It makes sense. I want somebody to care about me. You want me to harm you with all my heart, all my soul, all my strength? Do you know what that entails? That don't leave me with nothing to do nothing else. If I'm going to commit all that to you, what you going to do for me? It don't matter about what he do to me. I don't want nothing from him. I just want to love him. Because you would be a retard. This would make absolutely no sense. Why would you even engage in a conversation like that? There has to be a benefit. There has to be a benefit. Why am I doing? Shaul even said that he was not as one that beateth the air. That's crazy. How much? Everybody swing at it. Just swing at it. What's the effect? Give me the effect. Huh? And that's what it'd be if I ain't getting that from him. He said, everything I'm doing for surety. I didn't know why I'm doing it. Just take a chance and do something. No, listen, I can't live with no fables. I don't have time to play them type of game about take no chance to do something. I need to know what I'm doing. I need to know why I'm doing it. I didn't know why you commanded me to do something. The order why I need to walk. What's the profit in it if I'm doing it? Hello? The man told me if I'm going to follow him, I got to let everything that's going, I got to pick up suffering. That makes sense? That I'm going to pick up suffering that I ain't got so I can follow him. That makes sense? Oh, because I love him. That's why I pick. That don't make sense. I got to be able to change something that makes more sense. The value of what you're going to give me got to be more than what you're asking me to do. It's where it all just kind of balances out. If it all balances out, just leave it where it's at. Hello? Give me 4 quarters for $1. It don't make sense. Just keep what you got. I ain't profiting that. I just got something heavy in my pocket. I need something. It's got to be a benefit if you're asking me to do something or you order me to do something. There has to be a benefit, folks. Quit thinking nothing should be, you shouldn't be asking for it. This is Christian ethics. It makes no sense. Don't entertain this stuff. The man is not asking you to do something that's unpractical. Y'all got it? It's practical to do what they're doing. There's a benefit in doing what the man told you. It's a reason to love the man when you consider. That's why we had to go through these letters and get an understanding. Otherwise, let me tell you what y'all gonna do. You'll hold these seats, eventually you're gonna fall away just like other people. Time won't keep you here. Time won't keep you. Don't care. I've been here too long to follow. That's not no reason not to follow. That's stupid. That's stupid. Because you've been doing something too long. That ain't no reason to stop doing something. If it's wrong, how many folks drunk for a long time? You should have kept doing it. You've been doing it a long time. Don't put time as a factor to why you're doing what you do. There people that held on to bad jobs because they've been there so long. There been people in bad marriages because of how long they've been there. There ain't no reason to keep doing something because of how long I've been doing it. I need to be doing it because it's right and it's beneficial. Let me tell you something. Now, Cuff, they went up with Yahushua. And they went up with him. And when they went up to him, he started transfiguring. His whole raiment just turned to like light. Everything happened. And they saw him, and he was talking to Mushah and all y'all who they'll call Elijah. You know what they asked? Is it good for us to be here? They start looking, is it a benefit for us to be here? Is it good for us to be here? Not these folks. They want to know what the man told he was going to get. They want to know and what we're going to get. Don't make sense. You know, I wouldn't ask the Lord that, not me. I don't need nothing because you're a retard. This is part of your Christian antics. White people taught you that it was wrong for you to ask for him something. It was wrong for you to do that, and all you do is just keep praying for your enemies. That's what he taught you to do. Don't ask him for nothing. Just pray for your enemy. Thank him just for everything you ain't got. Think you ain't got no car. Think you ain't got no gas. Then I had them fumes. They find something negative to justify what they have, so it don't make no sense. A lot of stuff you do, it makes no sense. Don't y'all know religion had made us a dumber people? Religion is more dangerous than any guns or bullets. You're actually safer with guns than you are with Bibles, with Qurans, with Turah, because these folks have just taught it and messed us up. We really think we are just piss poor thinkers. The ability we have and what we can do, we haven't ever done it. We'll spend more time wasting time on dumb, stupid stuff. We'll spend a lot of time praying, not knowing what we're praying for. He said, the Ruach had to make intercession for you. He even said, you don't know what to ask for, you ought to. What did I tell you? You just jump out and just start praying. He said, the Ruach had to make intercession for you. He said, you don't know what to pray for, you ought to. That's why the things I ask him about, they're the same thing, because I want to know that's what I really want. Above all, I don't have time to pray for cars and houses. And you can get them, he can give them to you. How long you going to have them? They ain't going to break down. Then I'm going to need to pray to him to fix them. And to put gas and give me another engine and a transmission. He said, you asked for it. Surely I thought you would take care of it. Yeah, I know, but give me an engine. And can I get another one, by the way? With an order of fries. So I'm trying to learn how to pray for things essential that's going to benefit me in the time period of what we in there, what we're dealing with. We really have to acclimate our minds to make sure what we have. We're coming close to the end, folks. My Palala, Mr. Yahuwah see fit to let us escape the tribulation. It's going to get bad. He said it's going to get so bad. Listen, man, he said if I don't cut it short, ain't nobody going to be saved. A lot of y'all will fall away now. I would hate to see you in the tribulation period. You edging now. Listen, you indecisive now. What you gonna do in the tribulation? A lot of you already been programmed to do nothing, to beg, to squander, to not be proactive and not to be serious about your salvation to the point of how valuable this thing is. Your purpose, your drive, making sure you really in tune with this, man. This is gonna be critical for you. Let me tell you something, man. He done told you people's heart gonna fail them from looking at this stuff come on their rise. I don't know what else they can show us. These people shooting ballistic missiles. You know, you usually need to carry nuclear. We've never had a time period where people just been shooting out intercontinental missiles. You've never seen these before. Everybody releasing them. Iran tell, well, we got them too. You usually need to put nuclear weapons on. These things move so fast they hit and go. These folks are practicing nuclear. This is critical. And it's just a matter of time they're going to screw up. You playing with man-made, some of them already done crossed over in the wrong places, folks trying to apologize. You playing a dangerous game. This is how retarded all these people are. It's just a matter of time somebody gonna put, like they said, over, keep playing around. You gonna tap something in there now. And you ask me, what happened? And then now they're gonna tap something. It's just a matter of time. One of them gonna cross in the wrong place. It's gonna cause a problem. And what's gonna happen? Who y'all think live in that water? Nobody? Just the water? Fish, all the animals. A lot of them we eat. A lot of folk don't eat meat. They eat seafood. So all these missiles you going and blowing up and burning, what's happening to these fish in that water? Do y'all know they have miles? Do y'all know a mile? Miles of ocean. Do y'all know what's in it? Nothing. Completely empty. Did y'all know that? They have miles in the ocean. There's nothing there. These bastards are wiping the planet out. They need people dead. That's why they're getting what? You can't afford it. Let me tell you something. Right now, they estimated it's about 5 billion people in the world. 7 billion. They just hit 7 billion. They're looking at 15 billion people in a few years. They say the world can't sustain it. 15 billion people. That's why they're arguing they need abortions. We need to institute back the death penalty. There are a lot of things need to be done. I sent y'all a video. Y'all see they just approved the meat, right? The government is going to grow their own meat. I sent it to y'all. Y'all know they're already doing it in Singapore. Singapore already do it. They're going to create their own meats in a laboratory. You would not. They're saying that these animals are the problem with the ozone layer. This what y'all living on. When you read a book and you're a white man, it makes sense, okay? The animals are the reason. Do y'all not know they're paying farmers to put their cattle down? They're saying that the poop that they're putting out, that they'll get is destroyed. Listen, they're paying them to kill off their cattle. Because they're saying when these cattle are passing gas, it's destroying the ozone layer. They're paying them. They're going to make your meat. They're making meat. This is not meat they're growing. They're not taking cattle growing them. They have scientifically came up and created their own meat that you guys will be eating. It's going to be healthier for you and safer for you. They're already eating it. They're already passing it. When they tell you about it, that means you already done ate it. Amazing. You know who we found a problem? They had a big mess with Walmart meat years ago. Walmart had a big, man, ain't no meat out of Walmart, man. I guarantee it's been about 10 years. I don't eat no damn meat out of no Walmart. Big ass hunk of meat. They've been told that stuff. Listen, they've been chemically made it. They got a meat glue. Do them a favor. Do me a favor, boss, y'all. Let them see that meat glue Walmart had up there. How about y'all see it? How many of y'all hadn't seen it? Let y'all see these people. They have a glue. That meat you get, listen, they have a glue they made. That they sit there and hold that meat together, take that meat together, you eat it. Yeah, it's just been enjoying yourself. I don't got no Walmart. I get Tish out Walmart. I don't know about that lady get there. A lot of them, I know they eat that meat. I see your ass. I don't eat no meat out no Walmart. Meat glue. Oh, y'all go ahead and blow the Cartel Sorrel y'all up there. I had to get them moving. So I had to spend time talking about all this stuff because y'all not alert. You don't care. They don't care about you. Why would you keep following these people? Why would you, if you care about you, why wouldn't you want to be in control of your destiny, your welfare? Why wouldn't you care? How many of you don't give a damn they grow the meat, as long as you got something to eat? Well, your government has already approved it. The U.S., listen, the USDA has already, the Federal Drug Administration has already approved that scientists will be making your meat. They already approved this. That your meat will be made in a laboratory. I don't blame y'all. Keep doing what you're doing. I hate he took y'all fight like that. I hate you lost it. What happened? What is that? What happened? How y'all blow the Oh, go ahead. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Oh, me. Go ahead. I'm trying to eat down just a little bit. I know folks don't like them words I use. I don't like what people do to us. They don't make me cheat on my wife, smoke no cocaine, drink no liquor. Don't make me tell no lie. Don't make me run no street. Don't make me molest no kid. I don't want folks put on. And I won't have to use it for deal right. All I'm trying to tell you, everybody need to be fair, treat everybody right. You got a volume? So tasty. They tell you not to buy ground beef. They got a volume?
The beef a 2-star rating because their dog enjoys it, which is at least something. Lucian, which doesn't sound so tasty. And if that's not off-putting enough, the consumer reviews on Walmart's website tend to be pretty negative too. One customer who purchased the 5-pound roll of 80% lean beef found gristle and rubbery pieces in the meat, as well as a huge 5-ounce chunk of fat the size of my palm. Although they did give the beef a 2-star rating because their dog enjoys it, which is at least something. Another reviewer noted that the meat had so much gristle in it that it was hard to choke down. Yet another said it was too fatty, leading her to suspect it was filled with water, or more likely, a saline solution, which, as you know, is often used in the preparation of case-ready meat. And it's not only the 80% lean beef that draws criticism. The 5-pound roll of 73% lean beef was said by one purchaser to contain an intact artery, along with an abnormal amount of white chunks. But that isn't even the worst of it. Another consumer reported finding chopped arteries and hard pieces that may have been bone fragments on more than one occasion, and even found a piece of hay in it. Rustic? Sure. Delicious? Not so much. Walmart announced in April 2019 that they were looking to create a dedicated end-to-end supply chain of Angus beef, while Scott Neal, Senior Vice President at Walmart US Meat, announced in a press release that this will allow the retailer to, quote, deliver consistent quality and value. This system is not yet in place, and it may take them some time to work out all the kinks. In an interview with Reuters, Jeremy Scott, an analyst at Mizuho Financial Group, praised this approach, but warned that it comes with plenty of risk and new variables. Chief among these seems to be the fact that the supply chain won't actually be able to cover all of Walmart's beef needs, so some products will still need to be sourced from former supplier Tyson Foods. Sounds like it might be a while yet before Walmart achieves its goal of farm-to-table transparency with its beef supply. In the meantime, you might want to find your ground beef at a different grocer. Check out one of our newest videos right here.
Store down there was showing somebody is my meat glue. Oh, that's a meat glue right there. The only reason I want y'all to see this stuff, because you need to be knowledgeable.
The steak you order at a restaurant held together by glue. 7 News reporter Amanda Cost investigating how it's done and exposing the potential health risk. Amanda?
Well, can you tell the difference between these two center-cut fillets? One is legit, and the other was pieced together using meat glue. It's a way to cut costs, but we're asking, at what risk? It's white, powdery, and holding one of these two steaks together. Transglutaminase, also known as Activa or meat glue. The powder can bind proteins together, and it's used in some restaurant kitchens. This YouTube video shows the process of making a phony fillet. Sprinkle the meat glue, toss the chunks of meat, wrap it tightly, suck out the air, let it set, and then slice. Meat glue stretches meat supply, saves money, and we found the stick, part of the food industry for decades. But at Tony's Market,
it's not what I would want to sell to my customers or what I would want to eat.
meat glue is not an option here.
Meat glue is not an option for any self-respecting butcher.
However, it can be a legitimate staple used in restaurants, cafeterias, catering, and this dish. A scallop covered in chicken skin, bound by meat glue.
If we didn't have the Activia in it, it would just fall off into the pan.
Chef Ian Kleiman creates unique dishes. His ingredients, including meat glue, are no secret, but
There are some instances in the industry where they use it to, make products that aren't very good. So,
basically dupe people.
yeah, basically dupe people.
We checked, and the Food and Drug Administration says meat glue is generally recognized as safe.
The FDA says it's perfectly safe. It's just, how is it being used? If you're not safe with it, if you're not practicing, proper procedures, you can certainly get people sick very easily.
For safety reasons, the USDA recommends cooking the inside of a steak to 145 degrees.
But if you've got meats cut together and stuck together, you could have the bacteria on the inside.
So a glued steak served rare or medium rare could be a health hazard.
They're not going to come out and say on the menu that we have a glued steak.
So how can you tell? You may not taste the difference or spot it on the outside. But insiders say the biggest clue is when you cut into the steak.
It should be solid and sliced like it should. If it falls apart when you slice it, that's going to be a warning sign that this has probably been, put together wrong.
But with the right equipment in the kitchen, it's nearly impossible to spot a glued steak that's put together by a pro. So which steak is the fake? You may not be able to tell from the outside, but it's actually the one here on the left. And we called around. Restaurants all know what meat glue is, but nobody admitted to using it. We do know it's out there, and the reality is sometimes even the restaurants don't even know that glued meat could come from a supplier. Reporting live, Amanda Cost, 7 News.
That's good. That's good. How y'all feel about that? This is the world we live in. Until you can create something different, what are you gonna do? Just do what I'm doing. Just sit around, we talk about it. Or you start to change the dynamics of stuff that affects you. It's not hard. You can grow your own meat. You can farm your own food. Everything, I'm just saying that tonight. It's the first time it'll come out of my mouth. I've been telling y'all for a long, only thing about y'all, when I say young, and it's only because of the people y'all deal with in society, people you lock arms and conversation with, they don't give a damn about their future. See, in order for us to keep existing, all these things are part of our existence. Yahuwah gave us this. Everything we do, he gave it to us. And these people are misusing, mishandling, because they need to get you away from him. So your sickness and your ailment and your downfall, you'll blame Mr. Yahuwah for, and it's not Mr. Yahuwah. You just need to know something about your enemy. We'll forgive them. We'll give these people a chance over and over again, but you never really gave Yahuwah a fair chance. We never gave him a real fair chance for him to work. Really sound be taught to get an understanding and learn how to live thereby. And that's what kind of hurts us and put us in kind of the fragmented state that we're in, where, we don't trust him, and we put that off. And a lot of time, when you look at the mistrust is really from us. We haven't been consistent. We got to start getting consistent. Everything we need to do, we can build and create for ourselves. I'm not angry with every white person at all. I'm angry with a system. I'm angry with a system that keeps disenfranchising us on a day-to-day basis. I mean, even from the religious aspect, they'll get the TV time, they'll get the limelight, they'll get the support, they'll get the benefit and everything. They'll get everything. They'll get the accolades, they'll get the invites. Us, we just sat back to our own devices. They just give us a piece of crap information, and we got to dig and saw through it to try to get truth from it. White people know it's a lie when they give it to themselves. That's the difference if I know it's a lie before I tell you. Most time I wind up finding out it's a lie when I done spoke it and he done gave me misinformation. He knew when he told you it wasn't no Santa, it was Santa Claus. He knew it was lying when he told you. That's right. You had to learn that later on. Your parents, they got it from him and they kept passing it like the boogeyman. Everything you ever got, he gave it. He knew it was a lie when he gave it to you. So you got to come along and dispel all that man lies just to get to the truth. And you got to really care. Everything I propose to people, you got to first start caring about yourself. You don't care about yourself, ain't nothing going to happen. Nothing going to change. You got to see yourself in a different light than the people that hate you keep putting you in. The light you in, how you ever going to make it? Most of y'all are just born-again quitters. You quit, it's just a quitter. What else you going to do? How you going to win? It's his system. It's actually safer and easier to quit. That's what this system is designed for you to do, to quit, give up. Don't make it. Blame everybody else but him. If my daddy wasn't at home, I blame my mama for raising me up and my dad not being there. If my mom would, I blame my mama. I blame everybody. I won't blame the man who created the drugs, the alcohol, the system to make my daddy leave. To make my mama get on crack. It's a system that works. No baby comes out and says, hey, let me get a bill and some crack. It's a system that's designed to get our people and capture our people and pull them away to destroy our homes. So when you know that, we got to come back and teach our kids the value, the importance of a home, the value of a relationship. You know, our kids, they don't know how to interact on a relationship type style. They don't. They know how to mingle and have sex. They don't know how to mingle and create a family or create a bond and create a unity and come up with a plan so they can build, so they can have something, so they can keep the dynamics of the so-called Negro family going. We don't have that. We losing. We dying. Everybody's single now. You got a bunch of single men here standing at wall, a bunch of single women standing at wall, then all they ask to give up and leave. They'll say they gay, they'll say they gay, and everybody just walk off. Who told you that? Who told you that? You got a mass number of black men and you concoct that. They can have a gay parade. You know where them people gonna come from? They're just gonna come from all over the world. Yep. And they're gonna say, all them sisters in Atlanta, them not Atlanta sisters. Right. But how would it look to somebody who's an ignorant ass? All of them in Atlanta. Them sisters, whenever they have a gay parade, them people ass come from all over the world. Yep. They're not constricted on one place. They'll meet up in one place to try to show their unity and show their force. And they'll get support, they'll get back, and they'll get police protection. When did you ever get protection? If you have a protest march, they never had police out there to protect you. The police are there to arrest you. The police ain't there to arrest no gay people at no gay march. They never been there to arrest no Klansman at no Klansman march. If they ever there for you, they had to lock your ass up. And you don't even have a problem with it. They ain't getting no sticks and push no sissies talking about get up on the street before you go. They already know this going bad. They ain't doing it to no Klansman. So you the only people. You don't care. Nobody talk. You don't care. You don't care, so why do anybody else care? You got to care. You got to care about how people treat you. You got to care about how people talk to you. You got to care about better for yourself. Get with people that conversate, got a different conversation about doing something. It don't matter what nobody want to do. I'm going to do something every day. That's just my mindset. Listen, I refuse to do nothing. I fall into his system. He wants you to get into the pressure. He wants you to quit. He wants you to give up and just walk around and blame somebody else for everything. Get with some people, y'all come up with a consensus, then let's do something constructive. Let's change it. Y'all afraid to do that? They're not, let's kill Whitey. Well, that ain't your problem. You your problem. You relinquished over this man's something. Now you need to go and take it back. Your dignity, your self-respect. Why I go see a white man answer for my dignity and self-respect? I establish that. I demand you respect me. There's no other way around it. You got to respect me. I won't take nothing left from you. That's what you got to do. You got to get back what we gave to him. He ain't going to let me go lock up no 3 white men and take them and sell them no chain gang. Well, I ain't let him do it to me either. We got to understand our power. We got to start changing things. We got to start interacting different. We got to start controlling our neighborhoods. Let me tell you a little about Brookhaven. You can spit across Brookhaven and don't hit no damn body in it. They got their own police force. White people do that. Look at, we get our own police. Hell, I ain't got time to call whether your ass come all the way across town to come over here. I put my own police right here. I create my own right here. They feel like crime happening, people gonna target us. I want my own police force right here at my disposal to protect me. And they know you're a citizen of Brookhaven. I ain't got time to get no ticket. I don't care if somebody else ain't a citizen over here. That's where I'm making my money from. Your ass is targeted everywhere you go. I was coming on years ago, 80 like that. Your ass got caught in a cross. Your ass getting pulled over. I'm telling you, listen, y'all ain't around. Your ass get targeted in the neighborhood. They catch you, pull your ass up. You ain't had no business over here. I remember Lathon, your ass crossed over North Harrison. You weren't moving far. They sit right aside. They putting that ass over. Your tag, you ain't from here. You got a ticket. You're not from here. See that? They were targeting you just for your car. White folk ride through, nobody but they know white folks, somebody don't matter where they at. And you white, you somebody anywhere. Y'all hear that? If Brittany Griner was white, she'll be over him. She'll have one of them Monday night movies. All kind of medals and accolades. Nothing but a damn drunk. Ain't she nothing but a junkie? I don't know what you want another country with no dope for in the first place. You ain't give a damn about your freedom. Don't be trying to do all that crying to me. Let me tell you something. Honestly, me, that whole thing, I won't waste no whole lot of time on no shit like that. I just want, what you doing? What a hashy? What the hell is some hashy? What you doing with it, nigga? Your ass supposed to be playing basketball. Y'all think, it's something like these white folks carry ass to China with some Bibles. The folks, it's a Buddhist country. They don't play that shit with them videos. I ain't finna go to no Passion of Christ tape. They don't play that shit over there. So what you doing this crying for? How about you stay your ass from over there? I'm not gonna go to North Korea, reach out to one and tear their flag down. I'm some white kid, those dumb shit. Reach out to one hotel in North Korea, rip the country flag down. Then President was gonna get here and tell him, can we have them white boy back? Hell no. That's right. Leave their ass up. Let me come in and kick their ass. Yeah. What you doing reaching out to one to tear up somebody else's flag? You know how they feel about that flag. What the hell you touching their flag for? Then what we do? We got to try to bail their ass out. I ain't trading shit for you. Tell you ain't worth a damn. Leave you where you at. Dumb ass. Shouldn't have been over there. See, white folk make you hate North Korea. They go to North Korea all the time. These white folk go to North Korea all the time. Everything about North Korea, white folk told you about it. First time we seen a real inside of North Korea when Dennis Rodman took them over there. They showed them folks out there in the pool. So you said, what the hell? They said, oh, all that fake. He doing that for them. That man ain't built no damn pool for them folks. Them folks out in the water. Listen, black folks swimming. Y'all know them folks in North Korea got 2 cell phones. You ain't got but 1. Them red bottom shoes ain't shit. They wear them all the time. You some on here, you ain't shit over there. They wear them all the time. See, they make you think everybody ain't got nothing. Everybody poor, he kidding out of folk. Y'all don't think them folk would have been took that shit off? Anybody going for that? Let me tell you something. Them North Korean people, okay, let me tell you something. North Korea ain't dumb these folk playing. His brother was finna be the leader. His brother homosexual. They fought against that shit. That's why his brother, that's why he killed his brother. They don't play no shit like them folk ain't going for that. His brother was gay. They were like, he not finna rule over us, a homosexual. That's right. But don't forget, they dominate them. They don't have no voice. They wouldn't even let a homosexual, them folk let that, he ain't ruling over us. All that stuff y'all hear about that man, what he do, they keep lying to the man. The man killed his uncle. Man, uncle living, bending your ass here. I always tell you a lie, the man, uncle fell asleep and he killed. Y'all remember that lie? Yep. Uncle live as shit. Uncle ain't dead. They just, cause they keep telling you, this the same folk told her that he was dead. Y'all remember that? His ass walked right out there, he walked down the street, wait, they said, all that fake, he dead. That's an old video. His ass out there, folk walking, they said, they're not killed, he don't even do it. Man is a lie. They just keep telling you lie about folk. Don't believe these people. Ain't nobody, you know the folks stupid, niggas. How you feel? Listen, you the dumbest folk to stand on somebody oppress you. Them people not standing that man oppress them. Those people in North Korea are starving because of U.S. sanctions. They're not starving because of him. He will not bow down to them. He not going to serve their God. Y'all not bringing that Jesus shit over there, okay? He see us. That's why he like, the man is so racist, so bad, he let all them niggas come there and shoot basketball and gave them gold necklaces. Because he racist. He hate everybody. The boy went to school at the University of North Carolina. The man a Tar Heel fan. His dad, they love Michael Jordan. That's why he brought dinner. They love black people. The man done told him, I don't have no problem with American people. It's your government. Y'all keep trying to push this gay shit on him. They're not putting that over him. Y'all ain't putting no damn criminal. Castro withstood him. Castro never let their ass celebrate Christmas. They broke him down. He told them they not celebrating no Christmas over here. They done lied on Castro. Castro bad. The folk that hate Castro hate Castro. Castro like, I ain't keeping no damn drug dealers. I ain't keeping no murders, okay? I'm finna execute all their ass. Right. They made Castro killing people. No, Castro was against criminals. Castro worked with help in South Africa fighting against the apartheid government. They don't teach you in there. Castro will let a nigga go to school to be a doctor for free. When that COVID hit, he let all them Cuban doctors went around to all them South American, listen, shut all them hospitals down, clean that shit up and send everybody home. Came straight through there. Like, what's going on? COVID, them folk. They cleaned all that shit up. Them folks had whole war. When they got through over there, listen, everyone in South America they went through, they got through. No deaths, nobody sick, everybody go home. Yeah. They ain't tell y'all that, did it? No. Shit, they cleaned up every one of them countries. He gave it to them. Yeah. When they pardoned Chavez, the former president of Venezuela, Castro the one cured him.
That's right, sure did.
They pardoned his head cancer. Castro got him and told him, quit eating from them. Yeah. That's how they got you. They put it in your food, clean them up. Dumbass went right on back over there. Yeah. That time they made sure his ass wouldn't make it. Castro, only they couldn't kill him. Castro was smart. Listen, Castro had over 750 attempts on his life. You know how they tried to kill him? They were putting shit in his food. That's how they were trying to kill. Every time they were putting it in his food. Before he get ready to eat it, they'll nut up. They said, don't eat it. They paid me to put some in your food. He knew it. Listen, they first came with this shit doing Kennedy. They going to put some shit in his food. It was going to make him sick and make his beard fall out and make it look like he was coming down with something. They've been practicing that. You know how many niggas done got sick and look like their beard falling out? Beard falling out. They've been practicing this stuff. This was back in the 50s, in the 60s. Cancer. That's something they done created. Man been here for years. They gave you cancer. They put in our food. I tell you, folks, got to clean up our diets. People that got cancer, Sean, I know they done gave you what they saying. You clean up your diet. You go strictly green, organic. Don't get nothing from them. I'm telling you, you got to alkaline your body. Don't listen to these people. Don't take no more chemo from these people. You got to go strictly green. You got to feed. It got a program. It's called Eat Like a Gorilla. A gorilla eat 20% meat. 80% of his diet is vegetable. And you grab him, he gonna rip your asshole out. A gorilla ain't lost no strength. His diet only consists of 20% meat. He 80%, all he gonna do is vegetable, fruit. Gotta start eating stuff that's more natural. The sugar, the white sugars, y'all that still be going, the white sugar killing us. It's cancer causing agents. So a lot of diseases that we get, y'all know that every food, everything you got sugar in it. I know y'all ass ain't gonna listen because you're hard-headed as hell. Y'all keep eating. How they get you? With the bread, most of us, we bread ourselves to death. The bread, sugar. Can't make it without sugar. That's how they kill them. That white sugar ain't nothing but cancer causing. I'm telling you, it ain't nothing but cancer. You see that same white shit they used to put in meat. Let me tell you, white man taught me years ago. He said, I don't want you to take it wrong. He said, but everything white is junk. That's a white man like, hell, you ain't hurt me. He told me white flour, white sugar. He said anything if it's white, he says white junk. White man told me that, doctor. He said don't take it the wrong way. He said but anything white junk. I like not at all. I let him know you ain't hit me now time. We'll steady be going to be eating it. You got to stay away from it. I got the green salt I try to get y'all to take on me. I know you don't want to do it. Get something healthy for you, still get a taste. It naturally come from a plant. You can't eat that iodine salt. Shit ain't never cancer causing agent. Everything they give you, I tell you what, there's aluminum deodorant. You ain't got to get it from hell. Buy what you want to buy. That damn time, I sweat too much. When your ass lose them titties, you ain't gonna worry about no sweating. You like a damn bare-chested boy around here. Them things gonna make you lose your titties. I'm telling you, that aluminum don't work. It clog up your pores. You can't breathe. That's aluminum. Wrap your damn body up with aluminum foil and see how much breathing your skin gonna do. You can't do it. What the hell you putting aluminum under your arm for? You can't put that stuff on your body. It's not designed for you. He done gave it where you can put metals and you put them on your body and where your body can get things from them. You can't put no damn aluminum foil under your arm. You need to breathe. That's why you'll see them Europeans, they be stinking as hell. They don't put nothing on. They stink like hell though. I ain't never been there, but the way they smell, I got a good idea what hell smell like. Isn't that right? It's just terrible. So it's things that we have to start learning how to do. Clean up our diet. Start cleaning the water. It's little stuff you can do, but we can't keep risking out here for we dying. And a lot of times you don't really white sugars and stuff they give you to kill you, the iodine. It also gives you mental. Same thing. Listen, metals will throw things off. Your body runs one way a cycle. Shit, that metal start doing this right here. Now you don't think rational. You don't think rational. I'm telling you, you don't think rational. There's things you got to do. The medication they give you, a lot of stuff is killing us. We got to work together. Shot, everything. You got to get off of it. It's not natural. Everything they give you, your body already supposed to produce. With blood pressure, it's things you can do to get the blood circulating. Same thing with the diabetes. When they get through your body, insulin is the strongest body. It's the strongest hormone in your body. How the hell are you taking the insulin? That's the strongest hormone in your body. Because they cripple you, and once they keep putting us on the shot, eventually things will stop working. That's why they artificially do things so it keeps your body from working. And they love to what? Snatch out our thyroids. How many of y'all don't know what the thyroid does? That's what cleans your blood. All the blood in your body runs through your thyroid. So if I take your thyroid, what happens? You don't have no filter. See, every time, listen, let me tell you something. How many of y'all know about, know anything about doctors? A general practitioner is just a regular doctor. Then you got specialists, people that might deal with one particular area. Then you got these other people who go to operations. What are they called? Surgeons. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How they get paid? Gotta cut somebody. From general practitioners? No, sir. How they get paid? Surgeon. I'm a surgeon. Now I get paid. Think about it for the answer. How I get paid? Surgery. You came to see me, you want to know about, should you get this surgery? Let me think. Shit, do I want to get paid? Or money ain't a damn thing to me. I suggest you get this surgery. I'm going to get paid from the cut and the stitching. Anesthesiologist going to get paid. Well, that's a separate table. Anesthesia get his own money. Everybody send a bill. Anesthesiologist get his own money. I bring him in because he like, shit, I knock her ass out. I said, listen, that's on you now. If she wanted you, they come and tell us, listen, I'm going to let him talk. Because we're trying to separate. Because when anything have lawsuit shit him, you and him, I went in here with that. That's y'all. You and him deal with that. I'm going to come to the table and your ass out. My check going to be when I'm doing the cutting. He going to get his on that end. So everybody making money off of you. Anesthesiologist going to keep throwing much shit they can throw at you. How I'm going to get paid? I'm an anesthesiologist. I got to knock your ass out. And this operation get rid of you can stay woke. I suggest anesthesia. It just makes it easier. I would say that's my job. That's how I get paid, huh? See, I'm trying to get y'all to think. Y'all keep looking for people to be in favor for you. These people in favor for themselves. Right. You don't sound no damn butcher. Ain't had no conversation about which you can cut up. That's their job. That's how they get paid. Scar your ass up, tell you. People recover. 3 days, 4 days. Your ass out 6, 7 months. Whew, that's a rat. That's a damn lie. All of them out there, they all lie. How's someone get you under the knife? I'm telling you, you probably out about 2.5 years. Who finna get that surgery? Typically about a week to be safe. But I seen people, as early as, soon as they got the table, they up and walking. You get up your ass knocked out, can't walk, legs missing. How the hell you gonna walk the next day? Cause they'll tell you anything. Folks tell Danny that time, Danny had that rig, I had to wear that hospital. Man, I walked and seen Brother Suffering. Man, Brother Suffering had laying down, had a name tag, he sat by that bed. I said, lady, listen, they had all them lights and shit around him. That thing lit up. Your mama sitting on there, we sitting looking. That one box they had fell out with your mama. I fixed it. We good. We good now though. But anyway, Brother Suffering landed there, leg about one way hit that went out the side of the road, went down the wood. Look at him, man. They thought one of the county workers was down there. His foot was on the gas. Grass was just spinning all up on the spreadway. They were calling. It's a damn county worker throwing grass up on the spreadway. It was down in there. Up against a tree like that damn thing just fit-tailing. He was out there about 2 hours, so he just got from work, got down there. They got me down and taught him in the surgery. They should get the surgery. They said, yeah, we're going to have the surgery going down, realign his leg, put it back together and do all that. They said, I said, how long? They said, he better go to work tomorrow. I said, tomorrow? They said, yeah, he said he better go to work tomorrow. So they told Boss to call down and tell the job that he going to be down there, let them know he'll be to work tomorrow. We down there praying. I'm standing Brother Sir. I said, Boss, you go ahead and handle it. Boss done called down the job, talk to the phone. They said, yeah, it's calling for Dan. They said, yeah, what? So he had been to work tonight. He said, yeah. He finna have this surgery. Surgery? Yeah, he went out the road and leg discombobulated. They put it back together and all that. Gonna put about 15 rods in it, but he'll be, they said, tomorrow. She said, listen, that man still hit probation period. He came in tomorrow, he fired. My dad had to come back in that damn laying down now. Dan was out too. And he was talking to why we sitting there talking to Sam Nigga and said, yeah. Said the folks said, Danny can't be there tomorrow, he's gonna get fired. Danny had set up in that bed, fired! I thought he was out, the anesthesia ain't working. Man, them folks fired Danny down. I talked about it, I told about it. I pulled by I said, listen, next time, take your time. I don't know, just take your time. Don't run too fast down here and get that going. The lady that got him there trapped him up on the phone and got Danny fired right there. And man, we're going into a major critical surgery. But we got Brother Surfing back though. We brought him back from the dead though. That was sure enough rough though. You made it though, ain't it? He made it. I'm telling you about you who has sure been tubed to us though. How many of y'all remember that? Yeah, it was rough down. It was a rough one. I was down there with him. I kept looking at Boss. I ain't cut Boss like I knew he felt bad. I never cut him down. I see he was honest. Cause you looking for it. I said, he honest. Like he was just ignorant. But he was honest though. We got him back though. We got him back. That's why I said I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna move on. We're gonna talk, see how much you will work this out, and we're gonna finish this or what you gonna get. Either way it goes, it's gonna be the word. I am so serious about us changing our situation. I am so serious. At any cost, you guys just gotta have the will to do this. We can do this. I'm telling you what I know. I know we can do it. You don't need guns. You don't need grenades. You don't need bombs. You just got to learn how to change your economical power. You got to learn how to change the way you do things. We got to select. We have to create our own candidates. We can no longer take the candidates they give us. We got to put our own people here. We got to change. We're going to start on a lower level. They don't give a damn. Listen, we're going to do it here. This is going to be a pattern to what we're going to take everywhere else. We're going to teach them in Covington how to do it. We're going to teach them in Monroe how to do it. We're going to teach them in all these counties. And we get everybody on board and learn. We will create our own governor. We will create our own. We will create our own president. We got to make changes. We can't afford that old decrepit. Y'all don't know. Joe Biden's birthday is Sunday. Y'all didn't know that, did it? This is true. You know they're not telling y'all, right? He old as hell. Hell is going to be 78 years old Sunday. Joe Biden going to be 80. It's people willing to go to hell than go to Joe Biden. It's terrible. The man is so old, he finna announce the first of the year whether or not he going to run again. He can't make the damn next 2 years. It's terrible. Then you got the orange pill. What the hell are we going to do with the orange pill? Right. We need to create a candidate that's for the people. Y'all got it. You might say, well, we can create a candidate, but our candidate won't run. These are votes that you will take away from the other parties. And when these other parties see that their candidates are not winning because you're not voting for them, then people have to start looking at addressing the needs of the people. The reason why your needs aren't being met, because you keep supporting people who don't give a damn about you. They always come with some poor, broke down shit about you. All of us ain't welfare. Why are we having a conversation about welfare? We need better. I don't need no damn welfare check. I need a better welfare. We always keep things smart, give us some trinket money. What is the good of giving me money just like a job? Your job come along, state job, they'll give you 3.6% rate, some old odd ass number you can't calculate. Then your insurance go up. And get what you said? Woo! Thank you, Jesus. My raise came just in time to pay. It's manipulation. We don't need people to manipulate us and do nothing. We need real change. We need people to be able to make it. If the opportunity allots, people need to be able to make it. That's just bottom line. Don't hell make me poor and struggling. Look how they messed up damn crypto. Cause too many black folk were making money. Yep. Right. Niggas were finally getting their feet and nobody didn't say shit. They ain't save a damn penny. Because nobody never taught us. That's why I'm angry, because no one has taught us. They taught us if you got it, spend it. Some more coming. That's a lie. You got to learn how to spend sensibly. You got to know how to make money sensibly. You got to learn how to make money make you money. That's what I can teach how to do. No game, no trick. I can teach you how to make money with money. If all you know how to do is make money, you don't know shit. You got to learn how to make money with money. That's a whole nother skill. Oh, anybody can work and make money. Anybody on a job, they might not make a lot. Going to a job, making money, that's what they're doing. You still behind. You need to learn how to make money with money. That's a skill. These folks will tell you, learn how to make money with money. You can do this. Every one of you have the ability to do this. You can't help, listen, there are always going to be people that's going to be poor. There's always going to be people that's going to do something opposite. It just ain't got to be you. Stop thinking it's got to be you all the time. Y'all got it? Stop counting yourself out. How many y'all in? That's all I need. Quit counting yourself out. Let's count yourself in. Y'all good? Yes, now, I know someone raise your hand, you ain't going to do shit. But just act like it. Just act like it. Fool me. Do something different. So I'm finna get proactive. I want to get myself in a better situation so I can learn how not only just make money off of my working, I want to learn how to make my money make me money. What you think you're doing when you put your money in 401ks? What is your money doing? The same thing? Your money's making you money. How about you can take that same money? If I gave you back, if you put $100,000 in your 401k and you living there for 30 years and you had $400,000, how much you think I made? You think I gave you $300,000 more of your money and I ain't make nothing? But some fees? You made me millions. And I'm not against that, what they're doing. That's their hustle. But how about if you can turn and make your own money with your money? Hello? They create the dynamics. You can create it for yourself. Let me tell you what y'all invest in. We invest in losing stuff. White folks invest in stuff they can't lose. They did bonds. They were bad by the government. You can't lose with bonds. Now they losing. These white folk invest in the stuff the way they can't lose. We invest in shit because they tell you, high risk, that's how you lose your ass every time. That's how you lose your ass every time. White people don't do that. They'll put their money in safe stuff. They'll stay in CD. They'll diversify. They'll put some in risk. They'll put a lot of money in a lot of safe zone. So when shit crash, you wonder why all their money ain't gone because your ass went high risk on everything. I learned because I lost a lot of it out here. So you start watching how they do stuff. You can mimic the same program. You can mimic the same program. Yeah, high risk, high reward. I won't put everything in on high risk. That's why they'll do the CD. That's why they'll do the mutual fund. They'll do stuff to put them something. They'll do the Roth IRA. They'll put their money where it's safer and it's harder for them to lose. You put all your shit, they teach you put all your shit in a lose-lose situation. They ain't nobody educated us. Are y'all with me? These are things you need to know. You're finna turn over your hearing, and then your hearing gonna have to turn into your doing. Now you need to know what does all this entail? Your prosperity, your health, your wealth, all that comes in with knowledge. Like I'm telling you about the poison behind certain things. So now you learn how to eat. That's that's shalom. Now that's your health. I'm teaching you how to put up your money. That's part of your wealth. See, the shalom you want, you keep thinking you're going to say something and stuff just going to happen. No, you're going to have to change the dynamics of how you do things. All right, don't worry about it. Come on. If you don't get it, it ain't my fault. All right, listen, Romans 15:4.
For whatever Nikatab before.
What happened?
Nikatab Talamadus.
Teachers, show us, and instruct us.
So that through endurance.
Going through without giving way.
And through the Nakum of the Kitabim, we might have tikva.
And a reward of the writing. I might have an attachment. I might have an expected wait. He know he can't expect me to wait if I ain't getting nothing. He already know he can't. What's going to make me wait? I'm going to wait, ain't going to get nothing? Hey, man, wait on me. For what? Just wait. For what? It's a benefit? What? I mean, why? Why am I waiting on this man if it's not a benefit for me? Stop thinking what I'm telling you is sin. They taught you it's sin for you to sit around and be practical. That it needs to get, why would he tell me this? That it was written for me to learn. You never learned that as a Christian. And the people Christians, they're not learning nothing. You didn't know what all this entailed. You didn't realize that he knew in order for you to go through without giving away, I had to at least be able to tell you that you were going to receive something. That means there is a benefit. Can we look at what the word benefit is? Do y'all care? Yeah. I know all y'all ain't with me. Hate me. Just hate me. I ain't gonna do them to get stronger. I guarantee they ain't gonna take me down. Go ahead and hate me. I need that energy. Isn't that right? It don't move me. Folk been hating me a long time. Benefit. What's a benefit? An advantage or profit gained from, well, I'm away. It's an advantage. It's a profit gained. A benefit. An advantage or profit gained from something. Hello? So now when we look at this, now he's starting to tell us about something based off of advantages. Now he asks you, what were the benefits if a man gained the whole world? So all benefits ain't good for you. A lot of times we run the employment, we run the places for benefits. We're looking at the benefits of Yahuwah. Because make no mistake, Satan got a benefit. That's why people do it. I go get the right woman, go get out and get a drunk, I'm going to get laid. That's one of the benefits. They're benefit. That's why people commit sin. They got benefits. Then how you going to pull me from sin if you have no benefits? That makes no sense. It has to give me an advantage. So that's why we're trying to learn the way we ought to walk, because we miss some things here. Hello? Let me say that 2 Corinthians. See if that 2 and 7 for some reason come on my mind. Yeah, Art Brown been on my mind. Just know he got you on my mind. So like with y'all be on my mind, y'all be on my log. Cause I want to see y'all guys get the benefit. Everyone, I want to see y'all get a benefit. I ain't talking about just a carnal benefit. I want you to get all the benefit of being connected to this man. We just got to get an understanding so you recognize them. So they don't taught us everything that comes as a benefit him as a new car, a new house, or something, extravagant. That's not what we always seen a benefit. Being there having a mind and having a comfort level with him, having an understanding is a benefit. They give you an advantage over other people. See, he'll let you get all this stuff. As soon as you lose it, you'll kill yourself. They saw them folks. What's that white boy made off? Damn, if I gave everything my money got, I'm finna write him a check. I said, what's your name? What's his first name was? Bernie. I can spell that, Bernie. What, B-E-R-N-I-E? What's the last name? Made off. What's your last name? Made. Spell it like it's out. Made off with your damn money. Tell you, I'm gonna write the damn check. Nobody ain't no made off. That's the bad part. The man name told you what he gonna damn do. But you know what he did though? There's a lot of folk killed themselves behind that. You know what they did? That was the benefit. They gained all that and they lost their soul. That's why we gotta be careful. I'm talking about benefit. I'm talking about Yahuwah benefit. Okay? Let's see something. 2 and 7. 2 and 9 or what I wrong, but I came on. Let's see what 7 say. Listen.
So that, on the contrary, you should forgive him and comfort him. Otherwise, the east should be swallowed up by sadness that it is excessive.
He's talking about basically about a person that fell into a condemnable state with you. And he talked about how we ought to do contrary-wise based off the fact of how another person might be if they don't get into forgiveness. He said such a person will have sorrow upon sorrow. He talked about it here, how they wrote it as being excessive. So he said, contrary-wise, you ought to forgive, lest such a one should have sorrow upon sorrow. Okay? Listen.
Therefore, I urge you that you confirm your ahab to him.
Mm-hmm.
For to this purpose I katab that I may know your amat, if you are obedient in all.
He said the reason I told you to do it, he said it'll confirm whether or not if you do what I tell you to do. Mimicking who? Hands. Who should say you are my friend if you do whatsoever I command you? So that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to confirm it or not. Whether you'll be obedient to everything. I told y'all one time to forgive. Y'all remember that? Wow, amazing, isn't it? He told you about it confirmed. He wanted to see if you'll be able to do it. He said that was the purpose why I wrote it. See, the difference with us and with other people is regardless of what state we in, if we got an order to do something, I can let that go. You don't want to have nothing in your life going on to where it take you a while before you can get it together. It's hard for you to stop it because he can't use you. He can't use you. You have to be willing to put stuff aside and move. Even talking laying aside every weight. And then your code told laying aside all superfluity of naughtiness. Which was superfluity? Excessive. More than necessary. That's what I had to do it. Laying aside all superfluity of naughtiness. And then he told you to do something. With the what? So when you're in grab, that means you put two things together to come together. So why I can't just get that? Once I get that to come together, then I can let it go easier. When y'all agree? If you think about it, it would be easier if I had it, if it would come in there with interlock. But he told me to do something before it can happen. So if that's something I actually desire to obtain the Ruach and become engrafted with it, we become as one, then I need you to lay aside all superfluity of naughtiness. So you can receive it, because it's impossible to receive it. Simply because he told you to order. See, a carnal-minded man, you ain't going to believe it. He unstable. He doesn't have stability. He doesn't have amanah. And he's unstable in everything he does. And he can't receive it simply because of the mind. That's why you have to understand, as being a man, then you got to understand ruagni. Y'all got it, what we would call spiritual. See, there's a level of where you got to be. Even when he talked about the Malak of Tyre, and talked about how he set his heart as Elohim, he was just an ease. And he understood a balance. There was a balance. He said, well, since I ain't Elohim, I'll stay carnal. He said, no, you set your heart as Elohim. All these things we're trying to obtain, and at the same time have a balance to understand what part of man do we allow to work. Y'all got it? We want to know. So in doing that, there are some things I'll need to know. We'll finish this right quick. Come on. So I get to my 9th verse, I think it is. Listen.
And if you forgive anyone, I forgive him also. For even if I have forgiven anyone,
how did you do it?
I have forgiven him for your sake, in the pani of the Mashiach.
He said, but I think in your book, in the King James, it said in the stead of. That's what happened. Mm-hmm.
Lest Satan should take advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his designs.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came to Troas...
So in your book, it would have told you, lest he would get advantage of us. Superiority of position. See, a lot of times what happened with us, we don't realize this is how things work. We'll hold stuff against one another, and we have to be ever so careful about things. He told you, we just looked at, we told you a benefit of it. It also came with an advantage, which is a superiority of position. So you got to be ever so careful, because there's things that'll happen and you'll feel like it's small, minute. But he just talked about Satan getting advantage of you. He'll get advantage. He'll get superiority position upon you. Don't y'all know, because we're carnal, a carnal being, we can't be carnally minded? Because carnally minded will do what? It's enmity. I said it'll do what? Enmity is the state it'll put you in, which will work against Elohim. To be carnally minded is death. That's what Adam was in Ka'ua. Remember she saw the tree? And what was the tree? 2. For what? 1? 1? What? She didn't see wisdom first? Everything she saw was carnal. That's why I told her to be carnally minded is to be death. But to be ruachni, that's life. That's kai. So that's something that we got to learn. Because you got to think, let's just be practical. Nothing carnal ever comes in your mind once you save. Because if anything comes in your mind carnal, that means you're going to die. No, that's not logical. It's not practical. When you look at exercising carnal, when ruachni should be working, that leads to moot. So some people say, that's why I don't laugh and stuff, because that means you be carnal. To be carnal is to be deaf. Because people compact their own ways about doing things. Y'all got it? So we start learning where the balance is. You are human beings. So to get up and go to work is spiritual. To get up and think about taking my car to get an oil change, spiritual. That means that's death. So you can see how religion can formulate from that. Because if to be carnally minded is to be death. So that means anything I do carnal or think carnal, that means I'm going to die. You got you got to have the practicality of sense. You got to use now your fine sense. You got to use your brain because people will mess you up. People tell you laughing. Say it's carnal. That's why I don't laugh. People laugh for carnal. That's crazy. Because the book said in the first chapter, the book of Tahalim, that Elohim sit in the Shamaim and he laughs. That's amazing. Because you ain't going to believe it. Sarah laughed too. And the book claimed that you her daughter if you do what she did. She called Abraham Adon. So I guess she was carnally minded too. She ain't going to be saved. So you got to be ever so careful. Because people try to pick stuff to try to be deeper than what it is. He told them when he gave it to them, write it and make it plain. Make it plain. People tell a lot of stuff that'll mess you up. See, you just can't be carnally in your living. When it comes down to when he tells us what to do, you have to put that in practice for what it is. To not do it is to be carnally minded, because the carnal mind say, man, I ain't doing that. That's crazy. I don't believe it. Take all that. Now, that's carnal minded. Me laughing at something funny is not carnal minded. That's humorous. Now, if that's a Greek word and there's a God of humor, it's funny. Y'all got it. It ain't funny when you transgressing this man's amar. That's a difference. So that's why he started letting us know. And for me, just look at the fact he talked about how easy this man would take advantage of you or get superiority position over you. So that means we have to be mindful of so many different actions, so many different things we have to watch and we have to consider. Hello? Let me look at something quick. See if that Ephesians 2, see what 2 and 10 say. 2 and 11, Ephesians. I ain't got long. Let's see. Listen.
For we are the works of Elohim, created in the Mashiach, Yahushua, for two works.
Y'all see that? For we are the works of Elohim, created. Yeah, what do you for created? Use a different word. He did Barim, not Barim. No, Brahim. Bara. Like created in the Mashiach, Yahushua, for two works, which
Elohim prepared beforehand so that we should halak in them.
So he put the way there. Excuse me. The fact that he talked about us being created and for a purpose. And man need to know a purpose. You know, Rick, whoever the joker wrote a book, what, Driven Purpose or something, what it's called? Purpose Driven Life. I wouldn't know because I don't own the book. I don't read these people's books. I ain't saying you do, but I don't have time to read these people. Most of the guys, they can't write anyway. They get ghost write. They really do. They ghost write. And then all you got to do is write a sentence. And legally, most of these people don't know. TJ can't write. He's a walrus. You ever seen a walrus write? They hadn't started lately either. All this animal intelligence, they ain't get that smart. These guys write a sentence that somebody gives them to write. They write it for them and they pen it. Then they say, okay, I wrote the book. That's how much. See, everything built on lies. You can let somebody else write the book. All you need is one paragraph that you wrote. And they can give me the paragraph and they don't write it and I write it. Legally, I can say I wrote that book. I can say I write books. These guys don't write no books. They get these people into theatrics and they into, a lot of these people might be psychiatrists or psychologists or whatever, so they know how to write to kind of trigger the mind and make people feel like this hope shit they got walking in with the book. Book ain't doing a damn thing for you. The book sit on the shelf. You got to go get the damn thing out the store. Give me a book, walk his ass out the store and go do something. I don't have time for that stuff. I just don't have time. I know a lot of these folks, all this book reading, hell, you ain't got nothing.
That's right.
A whole bunch of stacked up shit ain't doing nothing.
That's
bunch
right.
Of stuff, ain't nothing just getting a bunch of damn dust on it.
That's right.
Oh, damn well you don't remember everything in them books.
That's right.
Yeah. So, therefore remember that formerly you, who?
Goyim and the Basar,
and the Basar,
who are Kara, uncircumcised in the mouth of those Korah, the bani of the circumcision, that it is the work of the hand in the basar.
So he was trying to tell you about the circumcision to the degree of looking at you being called uncircumcised, coming out of the mouth of people who brags about, who take their claims in the circumcision, which is only to the flesh. Okay, so we still dealing with a carnal act in a sense. Now we look at the token of what he gave us because it separates us from a people by something that we did in the flesh. You got it? The fact that we were circumcised. And people start to take this to an attribute to put them above others. Abraham was circumcised, but Abraham, the knowledge of Abraham was not of the circumcision of the most. It was the more about Abraham being a friend, a re'ah with Elohim. He was a companion of. The way Elohim went and the way Elohim worked and orchestrated was the same way that Abraham worked, which made them similar in actions. Elohim is Abba, so is Abraham. Y'all got it? Abraham was a stricter for keeping the being for the promise. And he was willing to sacrifice the being if it would be a benefit and advantage to others. Hello? He was willing. Okay? Abraham kept the statutes, the rituals, the rites of Elohim. Elohim gave him circumcision. You're not going to believe it. While he was uncircumcised. Abraham did not get circumcised and start living Kudash.
Right.
Abraham was Kudash before he was circumcised.
Right.
He came and got him out of his father's house. He was in uncircumcision.
Right.
And yet he was separated from his father. That made him Kudash.
Right.
He kept all of the ritual rites of Elohim, which made him Kudash. The circumcision was just a token.
That's right.
It was just a token. So the writer Shaul is coming back to try to bring back to let the Gui, other nations whom they run down, like a lot of our people who will get some of the knowledge of the name, get a couple of words, they can make a sentence out of it. Now, hell, ain't nobody gonna be saved but them. Whole planet going to hell.
Right.
Don't even make sense. The man told Jehovah's Witnesses ain't got but 144,000. I don't know why they go to church. Once you go to church and you read the book and you go to Kingdom Hall and you learn that 144,000 are gonna be saved, find out how many Jehovah's Witnesses were there before you. Probably 5 million. And y'all still ain't got 144. Because at some point, that's what you really believe. It don't make sense to keep going. Unless you believe he a liar. And he gonna get some more numbers outside. See, certain stuff these folks said forward, it don't even make common sense. 144, how many Jehovah's Witnesses is it? Because all of you right. So what is the 144,001 gonna do? It don't even make sense to go. I ain't gonna be saved. And what don't make sense, it still ain't no hell. It still ain't no place of burning. So still, why you going? The reason to avoid is because of the penalty. The same thing he told Adam. The day that you do it, this is something you have to contemplate. There has to be a reasoning to why you don't do it. I just don't, because you can be broken. You can be persuaded. So when you look at what's on the table, if I go against, if I transgress, this is part of what keeps me from doing it. That's what he told you about the Torah. Why was it added? Because of transgression, to the seed should come, to whom the promise was made. Something needed to be on the table that if you went against this, something was going to happen to you. And this was supposed to persuade you, influence your decision to keep you from doing wrong. Especially when you see other people fall from the same ideal things, the same exact things you thought and you committed. And because you were here, you understood favor, concede. You understood these things because you understood your state and where you should be. 1 Corinthians 6:9 told us, know ye not that the Rosha, unrighteous, shall not inherit the king. What does it mean? What does not mean? To no degree. Shall not inherit the Malkuth Elohim. Be not, don't let somebody come along in a deceptive manner to get you off. Who did he name? Hold on, just start the first one. Fornicator. Y'all got to raise your hand. You haven't committed fornicator, you can't make it in. If you've done it, you can't get in. Because he said, no, you're not. He said you can't get in. Who is he said? Idolaters. Somebody sit around and worship idols. Who in here hadn't worship false gods? Thank you. You can't get in. Who else? Adulterers? That's being with another person that's married. Let's stop. Or if you serve another Elohim. Because some people here say, I ain't never committed adultery. You ever served another Elohim? That's adultery. What else you can't get in. What happened? Who else? Effeminate. That's either a man that's a homosexual or a man with womanish ways. Feminine ways. There's a lot of guys got feminine ways that ain't gay. You're an effeminate though. You might as well get a pickle. He said, I don't see the difference. It's like Breezy saw the people sitting as sinners and cripples. I don't see the difference. If you got a homosexual way or you're a homosexual, he said you're the same people. Who else we got? Abusers of themselves. Well, you know they got you anyway. Same thing. Who else we got? Thieves. How many of y'all here never stole? I know you have. You've been on the job. You ain't been working for, they paying you about an hour. You ain't working for 60 minutes. You're stealing time. Okay. The man pay you about an hour. He told you not thieves. Who else? Coveted. People desire. How many of y'all ain't never desired nothing nobody else wanted? I ain't even talking about people on the outside. I'm talking about people in here. In your lifetime. You can't get in. What else? That's the wrong verse. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong. It's very wrong. Very wrong. What you just quoted was in Romans, the 1st chapter. About the 29th, 30th. That's why they pay me. See, I had to preach mine and correct yours too. You knew that doctor was going in and out. You know it's going to come short. Yeah. So now you understand how he named all these things. I think he named idolaters. And again, guess what he said? But now you are knowing you Kadash. It says sanctified. And then he said, now you are justified through the Shem or by the Shem. That's the only thing that made the difference. See, according to what he told you, you couldn't get in. See, when he came, he destroyed everybody. When he came, he destroyed all those people. Everybody he caught that committed it, he killed those people all. Because they couldn't get in. All the people that did it, he said, I killed those people. Because all these people broke the Torah. But then he let you know, but such were some of you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But now you washed. You had to be cleansed. Yes, through the washing of water by the debar, by the word. Yes, he said, but now you're a Sadak. Now you're Kodak. You separated yourself. Yes, sir. Now you justified. Now this justifies. Now all the things I'm telling you, he already set these things aside for us. We start to let us know about his way. Let's see what we got right quick. Say that your cause of call. Say that the 18th chapter and the 20th verse. Let me say that what I want. Might be 18 and 18. I'm about to write Ezekiel. Your cause of call. What's the meaning of the word? Your Elohim strengthen. Yeah, call. Yeah, cause a call. Your cause a call. That's 1818. Okay, let's say 1818. Let's see. Was it 20 and 18? He want to know about their ways are equal. 20 and 18. 20 and 18. 20. I ain't even write the verse down anyway. Let's say this out. Don't worry about it. 20 and 18?
1825.
1825. All right, 1825. So it could have stayed at 1820. It's bad. All right. Come on.
The soul who kata shall move. The ben shall not bear the iniquity of the Abba, nor shall the Abba bear the iniquity of the ben. The Sadiq of the Sadiq shall be upon himself, and the Rosha of the Rosha shall be upon himself.
Let's see what happened.
But the Rosha, if he turns from all his Kataim, which he has done, and keeps all my statutes, and does Sadak and Sadiq, he shall surely Kai, he shall not move.
Let me ask you a question. So, know ye not that fornicators, idolaters, adulterers, drunkards, thieves, covetous shall inherit the kingdom, the Malkuth Elohim. He just told us right here. This is not something that Shaul can say on his own. See, there has to be stipulation that allows for that to happen. So, all his transgressions, that's 22. Let me see 20. We'll go to 21. Let me see. But the wicked, Rosha, if he turns from all his kataim, which he has done, which this man has done wrong, a lot of them, and keeps all my statutes, and does Sadak, just, and Sadiq, righteous, he shall surely, Kai, he shall not. The only reason why a person can't inherit the Malkuth Elohim is because you're dead. A dead person can't inherit anything. See, everything is set up a certain type of way. It's not just you can't inherit it. Because like, it's people don't have inheritance, but they still live it. He said, no, you can't inherit it because you're dead. You won't be living to inherit it. You'll be dead. That's why you can't inherit it. There's a lot of things on the table. So now he told, if a man turns, if a man does what he requires, if a man walks according he told him, which means he will separate himself, which means now the Turah will justify him living. The Turah now has come, and we know the Turah to be moot, death, because in the gun, they had laws, correct? Once they transgressed the law, what happened? So how was the law to them? The law was death. So the law came and killed me because I got sins. Now he told me, but if I turned and did everything he told me and kept all his statutes and walked according to all his judgment, now he said, I have. Now, what has been moot for somebody else is life to me. Make sense? Yes, sir. Now, where the Turah came at the first, it showed me, and I had to see death. Now it came and reconciled to give me life. Because now I moved from one state, so now I'm transforming. This is a sense, like we said, crossing over. Let me see, matter of fact, he talked about them passing from death to, what was the reason why? So he told us about forgiving one another. That was a sign of your obedience, because that's how he said we know we pass from death to life, because we are hard, our king. That's why he said, by this shall all unashamed know that you are my Talmudim, my taught ones. Huh? If you have one, that's how he said, that's how people are going to know you. See, all the stuff we trying to do to make sure, this is what we do. Well, I'm telling you how you don't know me. Because I don't be drinking, I don't be committing adultery, and I don't be lying, I don't be stealing. You ain't gonna believe it. Y'all know how many, it's a lot of sinners that don't steal, that don't commit adultery, that don't be out here lying. So that's how they gonna know. That's not how he told you. He said if you have love, a heart one for another. Because that bond of attachment. So a lot of times we'll try to be smart and we'll just try to make our play off of just keeping the Torah. But you got to know how to walk. That's why you can't afford to be carnally minded. Because a lot of times we'll look at ourselves as being better because we don't commit these acts here. But there's some things that's still in our hearts. And the only way to unveil that is the Torah. That has to come and tell me that. I don't know all the Tony Smith until the word comes. Because certain things that come, it get personal. And that's time you have to see, you have to rationalize yourself. I don't see myself like that. I never looked at it like that. That's why the Torah has to be like the mirror. Because a lot of times you can't see yourself. You think you're okay. But when the Torah comes, the Torah lets you know whether or not you're. Y'all got it? Yes, now, when the Torah comes at the first, it's going to kill you now. But that's the only way to give you life. Like the seed. That's why I want you to be here, Benin. See, Benin can't afford to do that. The seed can afford to die because it's going to generate more. Hello? So everything he told her, it encompasses a certain way of thinking. The only reason you can't inherit it because you won't be living. But that's why Yahushua said, I've come. He said that the thief come, what he came to do? Steal, kill, to destroy. What did he come for? You might have light, you might have it. Makes sense. If I plant a seed and all I get the seed up, that's not abundant. So I only understand that from the process of what we use through farming. Y'all got it? He said, that's why I come. That you might have life and you might have it more abundantly. And the only way to do that is by giving me the necessities in a over, and we said an overkill in a large amount. You know what I'm saying? To sustain me and keep me. Just like when they was in Mizraim, when the plague was coming, not the plague, but when the famine was coming, when Joseph went down. So how they had to give them their stuff? Wow, more abundantly. Remember, they're going to have 7 years, they were going to have famine. So Joseph coming now, why did he come now? And that's right, everywhere else was starving. He was able to put enough to sustain them through 7 years. You know, more time these people tell you to try to save your income, at least 2 years of your income, if something happened. Yahuwah gave them abundantly. They were able to sustain all Mizraim and those that came in and put up on the hands of Pharaoh for 7 years. So when Yahushua told me he came that I might have Kaya heaven more abundantly, don't you think I got to display that against something? How do I understand that? How you have more life? Somebody explain to me how you get more. They explain to me how you get more life. Life is what it is, ain't it? So I have to compare it against something natural. Y'all got it? These are the things that if I can't understand it, how can I walk in it? How can I believe it? I just got to trust God and let go. That's what you've been doing all your life. It's time for you to hold on. But we got to understand what he's talking about. So in this, when Shaul just told us about how such were some of you, it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't. Because the man just closed and told you not means to no degree. So now he's telling me the people that can't inherit are the people that's doing the acts now. Every time he read one of those, if you guilty one, you should have counted yourself out. When he came down and caught the man picking up sticks on Shabbat, what did he do? That's the Torah. So how did the man see the Torah? Shaul said he was alive till the Torah came. He said then it enslaved me. It killed him. The man picking up sticks was alive. All he was doing what he had been doing. He had been picking up sticks before he was living. Until the Torah came. Listen, those same people that he brought out of Mizraim in the 18th chapter book of Uyakra, and he called, he gave them stipulations like what? Life and death. What did he tell them, Jahid? What were they doing in Mizraim? They could have been transgressing the law because it wasn't a law given. I know what he's saying. He's looking at transgressing law based off what the law became. So now you got to look at how was they looking at the law when they heard what the law told them. It's got to be death, because I don't know how to stop doing that. That's what I've been doing. Everything you're saying, that's what I do. I've been doing that. So now since you're telling me it's wrong, I don't see the law as life. I see the law as death. So now since the law done came and slew me, does that make me desire the law? Does it make me want the law? No. It makes absolutely no sense. This is when people just not honest. Y'all be honest. Why do I desire something that kills me? That makes absolutely no common sense. Quit lying to yourself. That's stupid. Why would you desire something that kills you? Unless the same thing can come back to show me it can sustain me, it can regain me, it can recover me. That's not why I'm going to love it. That's why I'm going to love it. Look at that. He just talked about a roaster man. Ain't but one thing. What's the path for this man right here? That's all it can ever be, a death. How would that man see the law? But hold on. But if the wicked man, the roaster man, if he turns from all his katam, his sin, which he had, and keep all my statutes, and does sadak, justice, and sadiq, righteous, he shall surely, he shall not. That man love the law. That be me. I be that man. I be that man, Pappy. That's right. For the man stupid, that's the only way I can love it. It killed me. I didn't love it when it killed me. I loved it when it came back and sustained me and gave me life. Right. That makes sense now? Yes, sir. It's not practical. Why would I love somebody that's striking me down and hitting me, chasing me and got bees behind me? Why would I love somebody who overthrowing me and taking stuff from me? And he said, this is my word. Oh man, I'm loving this thing. Shit, I'm just cussing and losing. It doesn't make common sense. I only see it as one way. I see it as a burden. I see it hard pressed. I see it as undoable and unsustainable. But he come back and say, but now I come back to reconcile. And go to you. The same thing that killed me. It only made sense. How many of y'all hate snakes? How many of y'all won't want to get bit by no snake? Wouldn't want to get bit. Rest of let them tear your ass up then. No. Not yet. I'll say that for another time. No. Okay. Guess what happened? As much as you hate snake, you know if you got bit by a snake, damn just use you. You ain't gonna believe I got you. A mongoose. Yeah, mongoose venom. You take a mongoose. Now, the thing he hates that bit him to kill him, he got love that cure. That come from a snake. Got it? The thing that came and killed every one of us, the Turah, the same thing that came to give us life. Hello? That's why it made sense when the people were bitten, he took it and placed it upon a pole and showed it to the people and told them to look on it and live. Look on it and live. That was the only way to get them, because it doesn't make sense. How does something that killed me save me? And he gives you natural things. They're like the venom from the snake is used to kill you. How? So now I can understand that the Turah can kill me at the same time that same Turah comes back to regain, sustain me. That's what made me love it. That's why you got to love it. Is this something that's hard for us to comprehend? But before, the way they gave it to it don't make sense. The writers don't make sense unless you see there's a practicality behind everything he tells us to do. It was to get up when Shaul said, no, you're not. The unrighteous should not inherit it. Everybody knows the Turah knows that. A wicked man don't stand a chance. But if the wicked man repents, according to what? He can't pick up his own repentance. He can't establish his own righteousness. He had to take on the righteousness of Elohim. So a person could see the law as two, as good as Kadash, separated. He had to be able to show us that. Otherwise, we only saw the law in a very negative light. That's why they walked off. That's why they walked off. They told him about Ben. What he told me he gonna do? Chastise. Who gonna stay him for that? Rehoboam told him, I'm gonna beat y'all. My dad ain't did nothing. The way I'm gonna beat y'all gonna be way worse than my dad. My daddy loins ain't gonna be thicker than my little finger. Who gonna stay there? Oh, that's my God there. I know the Lord moving. They ain't nothing but Jesus all over the place. Everybody walked off. That's man sit in your own house. Man, we ain't stand on food. That man stand about. That's how they saw it. That's crazy. Why you think we would stay here and you gonna beat on us? It's already hard. Why would we stay if it's gonna get harder? Then we had to learn where the hardness was. Where the hardness at? Wow. The way of a transgressor is hard. They had to understand why. Why was he getting a check? Why were we being transgressed? I mean, why were we being chastised so hard? Because we were transgressors. These people walked in all the ways of Jeroboam. This man turned Yasharal away. See, understand why your way hard. Sometimes you keep battling in your mind. Why does it look like it's always on? What have you done? What have we done to put ourselves in these estates? Then we're trying to get an understanding so we can learn, what do I need to do now to reconcile? Okay. Don't make sense. Don't make sense. That's what I say, come in and give us the knowledge so we understand why. Even with Shaul, he had to give him the knowledge of why. He let him know, why you keep working against me? Let him know why. He want to know, who are you? He let him know, you know what I'm saying? Hard to kick against the prick, according to what they say, which is a Greek parable saying. They have a prong in the back of an olive, and he kicked back, and when he kicked back, it stick him in the back of his leg. So I don't buy into everything these people say. I don't subscribe into everything these people give us. There would have been a Greek rule, but at the time it had been a Roman rule. It's very well possible. You still transfer old bad information saying to a new Tuladar, but it's just hard for me to believe everything these people tell me. But I do know you can't get nowhere fighting against Elohim. Hello? I just can't buy everything these people tell us. Hello? I just can't buy everything they tell us. I just can't buy everything they tell us. Because you got to look at the people that give it to you. These people tell you a whole lot of stuff that don't make sense for us. But you'll buy it and you'll take it. Y'all got it? But my end is I'm trying to get the ideal intact in my mind so I don't transgress. I want to be able to understand what the will of the book said, be not ignorant, but understanding what the will of Elohim is. And what's hurt us, we've been ignorant a long time. We've been sitting around believing it was bad to think, bad to ask questions, bad to look at things differently, and just leave it to interpretation, just leave it out there for whenever he see fit or whatever you're looking to or believing. I'm believing it's in our ability to understand. It's neither for you to understand. You can't do something you don't know. And we've done for a long time. We done served that man a long time, and we didn't know. It was in total error. So now it makes sense for him to come back and recover us and say, it don't make sense for y'all to do that. It makes sense, he said, that everybody gonna know me. I understand how that man recovered us. Everything he did was for a purpose. Hello? Even to the dispersion of putting us out here. Hello? I'm trying to tell you, it wouldn't happen no other way. It had to go the way it happened. He had to come along, and he was going to be known by a different Shem, not by the Elohim that brought, I won't call it the Elohim that brought us out of Mizraim. He said, no more. He said, no man, the Elohim that brought him from all Goims. He bring us out from all these Goims. That's how he going to be known. Because we've been dispersed and we've been in more captivity than them. Now we've been set in all these different places. He going to call us back from the four corners. Hello? That's why he dispersed us out. You can't call us back to somewhere that we ain't been. There's a reason why. Another reason he put us in. There's no other way these people could be saved. Y'all know what Laban told him? He said, I only know it was for your sake. Don't y'all know? Let me tell you something. Don't y'all know why that man got us dispersed in all these places? They're the same place that everybody learned with Yassakat. When they came after him, they kept claiming wills that he had that belonged to his father. He left them. And they told him, it's only for your sake. That's the only reason that man hadn't took us out, for your sake. The only reason these folk been sustained, been kept him, because you would know, I got my people dispersed there. These people couldn't make it without. The day when we come up out of him, their ass is done. Yep. Not just him. When we walk up out of Brazil, when we walk up out of him, when we come up out of Canada, when we come up out of Mexico, when we come out of all these Caribbean, all that shit going right back up on the water. They done. He only keeping it because we him. It's only been for our sake. Same thing with Luke. When he could destroy it. Couldn't do it till he got out. What y'all think he waiting on? He got to get us out. No sooner we walk up out of him, damn thing crumbling. Make no mistake, we got to leave him. Right now I need to get my people some sustainability till he get us ready to go. So I know the only way to get y'all ready to believe the way y'all need to believe, I know y'all got to get these people calm stuff. Otherwise you ain't going to believe it. You got to have it. Listen, you don't believe me? He brought them out with gold too. He didn't take it from them till later days. He just took it from them right then. They just turned around and went back. He brought them out with gold. Carnal. They were carnal people. He know you don't need it for trade. You need it. You look at this stuff. I seen you eyeing them people. And he got to let us get it. You got to get this carnal stuff just so you can get out your system. You can realize this stuff ain't going to make you. The way going to be hard till you learn how to start looking to him. But there's certain thing he give to us. He's just trying to get you, first of all, to show I can do it first. You got to be able to believe he can do it. But you got to have understanding. You got to be willing to want to live right. I'm just being, he know how we, but it don't make sense to get up to serve him and have nothing. We're not there. We love this stuff. This stuff makes us. Being apart, not struggling and having and not worrying about nothing. But you know the problem comes when you get to that state a lot of times, you start trusting in him. You won't get no billionaire assertive, man. They won't have it. Hell, they don't make no sense. Hell, these folks control banking. These folks control the weather wind. I'm talking about when they come down to economies and status quo. They bring out fashions. They create companies and create new styles. Hell, they go to the moon. All what you're going to do, you got to smoke a crack rock. These people build space shuttles. They do stuff that's impossible you even fathom. And in their mind, they look at, who need an Elohim? They feel like they are Elohim. He puts us in some of these estates so you realize why life is in the state we're in, because you'll turn aside quick. That's what he told Musha when he delayed his coming. He said people quick to turn out the path. And then take long. What they wanted, what did they go and do? What kind? These people trusting uncertain riches. You know what they said? This is what brought us out. Think about it though. How impractical was it, Dave? The folk gave you gold and push you out with it. Who you looking to? It was the gold. It was the gold that brought them out. That's why they made a golden calf. Why they make one out of rocks? Why they didn't get a cross and make sticks? Why they didn't kill a lamb? Them people left there, them folk left there with substance. They were rich as hell. They had plenty of gold. Who you think it makes sense to look to? It makes sense to look to their riches. That's why Shaul told you, don't trust in uncertain riches. 3rd chapter book of Yeshayahu, he came right back. He said, moreover, because they were haughty, and they walked with stretched forth necks and wanted to nine, he said, I'm going to discover their secret parts. I'm going to uncover them. I'm going to take away the gold. He said, I'm going to take all that away from them. You know what that whole thing was to get them to? He said they were going to wear their own clothes. He said 7 women going to take hold of one man. You read Kazun in the 2nd chapter, he clearly told you about he stood in the midst of 7 golden lampstands. He said they're going to take hold of one man. You know what they say? We're going to eat our own bread. That's amazing. I've been telling you, we're going to start stacking so we can buy more food from them. They say they're going to eat their own bread and wear their own clothes. Only let us be called by your name. That's what they were going to take. What are they going to do when they see all that stuff crumble down? What are they going to see when that stuff hadn't profited them? It's time to realize you don't need these people's stuff no more. It's time for you to start doing your own thing. Everything I'm telling y'all line up with the book. It makes sense for us to get our own stuff and then be called by this man's name. Hello? Yes, sir. That's what we got to do. That's what we got to start doing. Getting our own food. Everything I'm trying to tell you so you can sustain yourself. It don't make sense. Y'all don't play it around. I tell y'all stuff. Y'all done assed up everything, messed up everything. Some of y'all lost on some things we tried to do, some things happened, but he still keep you going and keep you going. You ain't missed a meal. You ain't been outside. We just got to make sure now we get our hearts right. We know in our minds what we need to do. These hearts got to be right. Y'all got it? He said ain't nothing but the pure and Lord going to see Elohim. He said ain't nothing but the pure and Lord going to see him. So it makes sense to make sure we clean our hearts up. So we go through the word, through the bar. It's important for us to go ahead and start examining. This is where you at. You don't have to raise your hand. This is over 99% of my people. You wicked. You ain't getting in. You're not going to be saved. Just truthful. You're not getting in. You're not going to be saved. You're wicked. I need you to look at the law. Y'all hear what I just told y'all? You ain't getting in. That's according to the law. You ain't getting in. You can't get in. That's the law. That same law that ain't going to let you in. Said, now if you turn. If you turn from all of it. If you do all his amal, and you keep all his statutes and all his judgment, I got to tell it to you. You'll live. You won't die. That same one say you ain't getting in. But just know, there's a law that already said you're not getting in. There's a law saying you cannot get in. Y'all got it? It's the same law text said, but if you turn from it and do all that he told you to do, come on in. That's why I love him. Nothing different. It's been there the whole time. See, but when you're in your carnal state of mind and you in all of the things that you like doing and hate to break away from, this hate teacher. This hate teacher. Can't fornicate, can't smoke, can't drink, can't hang out in the park, gotta keep this shit up. That's death to you, because it's killing what you want to do. But when you start to realize the state you in and look at that, you ain't got nothing but burning in your future, and you want to live, come back and see the law again and watch it give you life. That's why I'm here. I hated it too. I cried. If it was some other way. But I'm glad he left it like it was. I'm glad no small, still voice didn't come in and say, don't worry about all that. Jesus paid for it. Just keep going. You'll be all right. Somebody heard it. Somebody's still hearing it. Not me. I struggled. I struggled. That thing, whew, I wrestled about like how Jacob did with the Malachi. I wrestled with that. That was a lot. Then at 69, that thing threw me bad. Just had never heard it. That wasn't what I was looking for. I thought you'd be saving. I mean, don't everybody do something? As long as you love the Lord and you know what I'm saying, and you give him whatever that is, as they say, that thing hurt. They had to come back and realize the thing you hate, Smith, the thing you think that's against you, this is really for you. I only came to kill you from what you're doing so you could live. That's the only reason. But I had to understand. It don't make sense. That only make common sense. You kill me so I can live. That makes sense? I'll kill you so you can live right. Don't make sense. If you kill me, I can't live. And the reason why I'm looking at it like that day is because I can't do what I want to do. That's killing me. But he said, I'm going to kill you from that and start doing what I say do. Then you get life. But you keep wrestling, you keep fighting with things because you don't know the rationale and you don't really see it the way he's trying to get you to do it. And we've been in derision a long time, people. And it's time for us to sit down now and get ourselves in a conscious state and really look at what's more valuable. Every one of us in here, we dying. You're leaving here. It ain't got to be cancer to come and get you. It can be a car. You can just go to sleep and don't wake up in the morning. He can get you with a stroke, one blow. He can get you with a heart attack, which I don't get anyway. Hell, anybody die, some attacked your heart. Anybody stop pumping, some attacked it. So anyway, everybody died from a heart attack. At the end of the day, it's time to make sure we get this thing right. You can't afford to die and keep seeing yourself in the same situation you're in. I don't want you to raise your hand. A lot of y'all already know you ain't ready. You ain't gonna do it. This don't get though. If you know you ain't ready, why are you still in that state? It is, because you know what? They keep waiting. A magical man gonna come and pet their ass one night and get them up. But pull that cup right back over your head. That man, he's not gonna do nothing outside the book for us. Everybody got it. He said, he that have ear to hear. Let him show them with the intent to do. That's what I wanted that too. I did. I wanted the light. I wanted the Jesus visitation. Y'all want me to tell you the truth? I was waiting on that. I went on the Jesus visitation. I went on the man. I went on everything I heard folk told lie that happened for them. I said, something like that happened to me. Had folks say it was in a car crash, and they died. And a white man came, angel, and got them up and got them out of the car. I said, I don't want to go that far, but there's something come to me like that. I ain't want the crash part, all that. But I want the white man, whatever it was. Hell, if you dying, I don't care what color man it is, just get me out of there. And I wanted that same thing. I said, I get that. That's powerful. That right there let me know I'm healed. I kept looking for something that said, how I know I'm healed. You know what I'm saying? I needed the conversation. I needed some kind of sign. I needed to see something in the cloud. It was folk, they be out there, they see a P in the cloud. It was folks seeing all kind of stuff happen. I said, I need to see one of them. I said, that way I know I'm healed. Now you know he is. The book said, nevertheless having this seal, the Yahuwah knoweth them that are healed. And that everybody that named the name of Yahushua, he said, depart from iniquity. That's how I know I'm healed. If you name the name, he said you ought to depart from iniquity. That's the seal he gave you. Depart from it. Get out of it. If you can't get out of it, you're not healed. He put a seal on those that get away from it. So everybody keep living something matter. He not. That's why. If he gonna keep doing all that, who gonna do all this reading? Just wait on the P. Wait on the dream. Wait on the white man to pull you out from a car wreck. Wait on all this stuff. Don't wait on no book. The people will make this stuff up to get you away from how important he was a stricter for his word. He ain't got time to be showing everybody no P's and Q's and RSV's and X's, Z's, and Y's. He got the book. He left us the Torah so you can see what's verified. Whatsoever was written aforetime, what is it written for? That's why he put the P in the cloud. None of that's one of his eyes. See, I know what it's like. I've been there. You want something to come and say, this yours, something miraculous, something you need. Anytime you walk in Sadat, that's miraculous. Because the average man won't do it. He can't be subject to it. It's impossible. He can't do it. That's miraculous. I know you don't see a whole lot into it. But you don't realize, listen, the choice mind to not do that and to do this, that take a whole lot. I ain't always been that man. I ain't always been that man. To do it this long, ooh. Now I don't even think nothing about it no more. But I remember, man, the hardest thing I said, man, how am I going to do that? I said, I always know when I'm going to mess up. How you going to do it? That's when you ain't never done it, how you just start doing it? It was so much struggle. It was so much in my mind. How you do something you ain't done before? How you just start doing it? All I knew I drank. That's all I knew, drinking, smoking, fornicating. This is my life. And I'm hearing this stuff. It killed me. That tore me up. That tore me up bad. Probably not, they ain't done that. I was out there. I was out there. I'm saying I was out there. So it was hard. That was a hard thing. That was a very hard transition time in my life. That was a lot. That took a lot. You would think that was like just taking me there, blowing my brains out. Cause I just like an odd person. It's just like a screwball. I'm like, this ain't my life. Everybody know me, know what I do. They knew what I did. I mean, I'm heavy with it. They knew what I did. And it's like, you can't do that no more. That killed me. I killed me. So I couldn't see it as joy or whatever. But I want to live right. And that desire to live right was enough to make me fight that struggle and not give up. They did. They like, he'll be back. I ain't been back. They'll tell you, they ain't never seen me back. Never happened. Never happened. 20-something years, they ain't never seen me back. Never happened. It was hard, though. Did I want to? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, I wasn't. That's what I knew. That was my life. Don't let nobody tell you no lie that, oh, man, I come, and man, I tell you, just took the taste. I don't know where they get that stuff. Nobody took none out, mama. I know how to build taste now. They ain't had one in 20-something years. I know good and well how to build. Especially a good cold bill. Man, please. They ain't took that, mama. I don't believe them folk, them lies. My desire to live, though. My desire to live won't let me taste it. That's all it was. What I hated at the first because it killed me, now I love it because it came back and gave me life. The only reason I came because I found I was going to die. I did. First thing I remember hearing, 1 Corinthians 6:9, know ye not, said cannot inherit it, and be not deceived. That thing worked on my mind, be not deceived. I kept saying, I ain't never heard that before. I'm like, where this man get this stuff from? They ain't in no Bible. And when I seen it, that shook my world up. I did care. I ain't stopped smoking now. Oh no, I didn't start smoking and drinking. I was smoking, I drank, and I sat there a while. That thing, no, I just started crying. All I kept trying to figure, why was I back here? Why was I drinking when I heard it? Why was I doing it? That thing just worked on me so bad. I said, man, I can't stop this. That stuff just break me down so bad. It just wore me down. You just sit smoking, I'm just sitting smoking. That thing, no, I started crying. I'm saying like, man, I got to stop this stuff, man. I got to stop. I like that, man, was just in my mind. It weighing my head. I get my friend, we going, we laugh. We sit down too long, I start thinking. I just started crying. I tell myself, I got to do something. I got to do it. That man drove, it like he just drove my mind. It's just like, I got to stop. I said, I got to. I got to get this. I just got to. It wasn't giving me the pleasure no more I had. That law came, it killed me. That thing killed me some kind of ugly. I appreciate it though, because now I got life from it. All right, I keep going back over there, you're going to have to let it kill you. You ain't going to live till you die. Because as long as you keep letting that stuff keep living, it's going to keep festering. You can't be saved. You can't be saved. Once you done heard it and you don't know it, you're guilty. That's how I looked at it. The day I heard 1 Corinthians 6:9, that thing made me guilty. I was just like them folk was in Mizraim. Whoever they were sleeping, whatever they were doing. Pharaoh didn't have no law against that. Everybody was good till he came along and started putting it down and saying, you do it from here on out, it's wrong. There's some folk, when they did it, it weighed on them. It weighed on them. He let them know. Death attached to it now. You keep doing it. A lot of they say out of the while, I realize you see other folk dying, you on deck. Don't let nobody make no fool out of y'all. Y'all hear me? If somebody else, listen, if somebody else good what they doing and it don't bother them, believe me when I tell you this, that's where you at. I ain't trying to force no, but for me, that thing weighed on me. That thing don't weigh me 20-something years, man, I've been going, no, I can't do it. Especially when you screwed up much as I screwed up. You can't afford nothing else. I don't know, I done overscrewed. I can't afford nothing else. Some of y'all got some room. Some of y'all still clean. You never but a white sheet laying on another white sheet. Little stuff you done did. Now, one time I stuck a book and it's still up on my fingernail. You all right. Just don't shake my hand with that hand. That's some further hand. Man, we done a lot of stuff. I'm overloaded. I can't afford to do nothing else. And I appreciate the fact he did come up that day and he let me hear it. And it weighed on me the way it did. Drove me all the way to right here. Drove me all the way to right here. I'm trying to tell y'all now, let him drive you. Quit fighting. You can, I know you want to fight. Why I gotta keep fighting. It's something in you trying to get at you. He knowing at you for a reason. It's something you're holding on to. You got to let it all go. You just got to surrender it. That's what I had to do. I had to surrender it. I took all that gold I had then. I took all that stuff to the pawn shop. My wife remember done it. I took all that stuff to the pawn shop. I let the man get that stuff. Everything was associated with that lie. I got rid of it. I got rid of the car too. I ain't have no car. Man, I felt like a damn fool. I got my friend looking at me like I was a damn fool. The man just gave him everything, got rid of it. I just didn't want nothing to change that life. I just didn't want no more. It wasn't selling. I knew I ain't want no connection to it. I just didn't want to do it no more. Changed my life, got new friends, had church friends, they fat and shit. And that's it, man. Eat all the damn time. I put on weight too. I just sat around and be safe, listen to gospel music. I had to get my mind tuned to something different. All I had was rap in my damn head. Had to get all that stuff out, all that negative stuff they had, Snoop Dogg, talking about him prayed to the devil and all that Satan. This and that stuff. I can't listen to that stuff. A lot of stuff to get rid of it. There were a lot of stuff where poison was let's just call it, like fruit of the poisonous tree. That was part of the stuff that fed me and what I was doing. The rap was about hoes, gin and Jew, smoking, hanging out, shooting, or whatever you're doing. You realize, look what you feed yourself. So I was a product of what I was ingesting. I was a product of the people I was around. So I had to separate myself from them people. Separate myself and cut that music off, cut that stuff out, anything associated with that life. I had TVs out, but I was in the street. I was a drug dealer. Folks would bring me all kind of stuff. I sold all that stuff, got rid of it. Knowing I know I kept that damn TV. Wasn't nothing wrong with that TV. Like my friend over that chicken, that was their ass. Chicken, that TV ain't did nothing, no nothing. But no, I just want to get rid of everything. Anything that had associated to that life, I just didn't want it. I just wanted to get rid of, start over. He done been rocking me over and over. I struggled. Didn't have them overnight, and it took some time now. Woo, boy, it took some time. Woo. Boy, you be so broke you ain't got $5. Y'all don't know nothing about that, do it? Look at him, man. But I'm tell you something, man. I was so broke, man, I couldn't even get a patch. I needed a patch in my tire with $5. I ain't even had a $5. The guy knew me, my word was good, though. You know what I do? I told him. He said, I put it in for. He said, man, you get just come back and pay me. I said, I'll come back and I came back and paid him now. Ain't no nigga now. I told him, I'm still growing. I paid the man that money. But I tell you what, though, man, he sure humbled me down and let me sit down. I had to do a lot of struggling. I had to do a lot of waiting. Then you know what? He come back and reward. He know I ain't Vito. I ain't go try to sell me no dope on no side. I ain't try to hustle and steal on no side. I stayed to what I knew. I stayed with it. After a while, he'll come back, he look at, you serious about this thing. I was serious about my soul. I was hurting. So I had to give up a life that I loved. And that was just you don't realize how much you love stuff till you had to give it up. But I'm telling y'all what, stay with him. Anybody him, if you ain't making it, you just ain't trusting him. I ain't just telling you that. Listen, you stay with him and let him run you through the exercise. See, watch how he come back and show. He'll benefit. That man will benefit. You just gotta wait. People don't realize I paid it. Then I remember y'all started, you stay in them little small with a 1-bedroom stuff. What y'all had? Was it 2-bedroom? Scrawny about going. Apartment. After a while, want it. He'll come back, want it. If folks don't wait, you gotta wait. Put your time. Folks just sit around, folks see folks stuff. First thing they think. Soon as you ass walking door, you supposed to get something. Man, show the man, first of all, man, you are strictly for following. So, man, a lot of y'all, your ass look with your asshole, be too wide open. Take your time. Just take your time. I was saying while I was seeing folks stuff, I said, when I'm gonna get to that point, I want to be able to do. You don't want them folk, guys. Let me see them folk. You don't want them folk like. Them folk have done a whole lot of, they were lying, they were living lies, and they were doing other things. That's why I tell y'all folk, everybody y'all see with stuff, y'all but keep your eyes off on them. You know what these folk doing? I'm telling you, I'm out here. I don't pay them, no. I've seen too many. If I watch these folk in there, ain't this some shit right here. That's how I look at it. There's some shit right here. I thought you were doing something. Cons. 99% of these folks here, all they is con artists. Yep. Liars and con artists. All they con artists trying to get your damn money. Quick scheme running. Ain't nothing quick, ain't nothing easy. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. I'm tired of seeing the hell no. Don't believe it. Better keep your damn money. Don't trust them. Everybody liars. All them con. You see over there because they been beating folk, telling them lies. Don't believe it, folks. Take your time. Like I said, a little righteous man here, it'll beat these wicked folk all the time. You know how much who will give you. Them folks, they'll beat people, they don't realize. Man, there's some folks out here and you beat, they catch you, they'll kill your ass. Don't play them games. Everybody ain't gonna be forgiven. Some folks walk up on you, they'll kill you and everybody you know. Don't play around with people. That's why I don't play with people's stuff. I'm my own man. I don't play them games. Cause I know I catch with mine. You know how it work out, but I don't have time for that. Be your own person, take your time. Get this right here first. Get your directional straight with this man. I guarantee you, everything he said, he'll do it. I ain't talking about what I seen on TV. I know what that say. I'm telling you what I know I seen him do. You take your time. You ain't got to be no smart fella. Don't think you got to have all that college sense and all this stuff. You just got to have a heart. You got to have a mind to live right for that man. Let that be prior over this stuff. These folks out here, they full of shit. Average of them. Get them, I'll sit down and I'll show you. Full of shit. Don't believe these folk. Them quick, get rich skin, I don't believe these folk. Folk full of shit. 99% of people full of shit. Y'all got what I just told you? 99% of these folks out here that stuff full of shit. They'll tell you a lie to get your money. They're not making money where they tell you. They scheme your ass out your money. That's how they make their money. These folks ain't making no money doing. A lot of these folks telling lies. They're not making money. They get money from going, renting shit, leasing shit, borrowing shit, wearing other folks' shit, then popping up that damn old low-mo damn conversation and suck you out your damn money. Give me $100, you finna make $50 million. Set your dumb ass down. Get on $50 million for no $100. Folks just tell you lies. Why these folks go? We had a meeting, we talked to the guy, told the guy about the thing was a scheme. Remember that? We told him. He named somebody, he was talking, we was listening. Now I'm a damn show good. I said, listen here, name this one guy. I just said, I want to know that name, he said. Call that joker back, add that joker that name, look that thing up. Said, you talking about? He said, yeah, that's him. So this guy him is a damn scamster. Know this for a fact. This guy here's a scamster. He done scam a bunch of damn folks out of money. Yeah, but I'm making money right now. Say, you ever seen that money? His ass looking at charts. We started telling him, This is a scam. You ain't finna get it. I'm supposed to get my money out in so much time. He said, listen, man, this man here been in 2 major scams. Do you understand what we're telling you? And still going all the way. I said, wherever your ass lose, you need to lose that. I hope your ass lose everything. Because you can't be no damn stupider than that. What the hell you keep messing with somebody that scams? Because you ain't shit. Yeah. I don't play with no, I find you scamming. Hell no, I don't want no part of it. Yeah, let me tell you something. If some people will kill you about their money, you don't play with people. Don't do it. It ain't worth it. The wicked person will kill you because you don't know what state they in when you're playing with their money. Don't fool with it. Now, I catch people like that. I don't never want to see him no more. Like, I don't want to talk to his ass. If I see him, I don't want to see him, let a bus run over his ass. You'll sit here and I'm telling you somebody scam somebody else scam. I'm talking about, we ain't talking about no $100, no $1,000. We ain't talking about no $100,000. We're talking about money. And you'll still keep doing business with them. You're a dumbass. You're a dumbass. That's all I think about. I look at dumbass. I said, that's like I thought. All these niggas ain't never scamster. He ought to lose every damn thing. Let his mama them lose shit. If she dead, lose a damn grave spot. Take a casket. Oh, let me tell you something. I don't do business with people you scam. Why? What did this say about your character? That's what I'm saying. These folks don't have no character. They'll talk good. They full of shit. Most of these folks, full of shit. That's how white these folks. Don't fool with them. Full of shit. Save yourself. Leave folks alone. Do stuff right. Serve this man first. Keep your pride straight. This man. Everything else, that man do what he's supposed to do. That too.